Someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne
back. What is happening to you guys? And welcome to another episode of the Fins Tailgate, Saturday edition, midday edition, afternoon. Yeah, afternoon, kind of into evening. Came in on the Cash and Tickets banner today. We're going to switch over to TFTG. I like the Cash and Tickets freaking intro song, honestly. I like how it rides coming in. Brandon the Bookie should be joining us here as soon as he can get settled in, hopefully, barring that he doesn't have any complications or anything like that. I don't know. I know we got tonight, we have Ali Late Night Exhale, which I'm excited for. I had planned earlier, I was going to do a show with Hassam. He had some complications with schedule, something family stuff. So we'll get it rescheduled. Him and I are going to probably do it next Friday. So no worries to Hassam. Listen, it's a Saturday. I get it, dog. El Capitan and the Fins Tailgate ain't going nowhere. So we'll catch him next week. But guys, figured I'd come in anyhow. I had chalked out, planned to do it, kind of freed up some time on the schedule. And I said, you know what? Might as well do a show. Let's see if I could put something together. Figured, we'll just go through all the tops and turniness of the mainstream media. Now that Salty Tua, as Rich Eisen affectionately said, has come around, it seems to reignite the fan base again. And in good and bad, good in that I like this Tua. I wish this guy was here the whole time. But bad in that it's drudging up we would have gotten this Tua if Flores didn't do what he did. And now there's finger pointing, there's fighting on social media, even with beat writers and media people. There's a lot of Tua fans and Tuaneers that feel like they need to carry a shield and armor around and go and executing people, I guess. And I get it in some ways. Listen, when you love a player and you feel like they were unfairly criticized, and there was some other stuff going on, you want to defend, and I feel that. But like, it could be getting a little bit nastier now. I seen Omar Kelly and perform to his trainer get into a little bit of a tough tis fit on Twitter. And Omar Kelly essentially saying something along the lines as, that they're hanging Flores out to dry, and you have an agenda to perform, and that he understands it because it's his quarterback. And we kind of had this discussion the other day, and I don't like it. I don't like the whole fucking ordeal of it, to be honest. I didn't want to come on swearing today anyhow, but I don't like the back and forth, the narrative, if it's written in false or true. Either way, I don't like any of it. I don't like that people are going at each other on Twitter and the media and fan base and, all of even like the trainer. And I didn't see him go out, but I'm just saying, like, I don't like the whole thing. I want some unity here, Dolphins fans. I mean, it's kind of like if the Dolphins were a country and all these other countries were going to war. Well, we're gonna be easy to take over if we're having our own civil war. It's time for some unity, and with that unity, I think a lot of people on both sides need to not shut up, because that's what people say. They say shut up, or you don't know, or you haven't watched enough film. God, oh my fuck. Someone tell me to go watch the film again. Please go study film. Like, I got fucking time to sit around and study to prove you wrong. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I hate that, dude. It's a lot of people trying to one up each other on I mean, look, facts are facts. We can look at Tua in the past 2 years, and both sides can say it's underwhelming. Where we put that blame, Tua shares some of it, and so does Flores. But what we can't do is fight about it amongst each other. I mean, there's a discussion we could have, and maybe we could bicker a little, but not the other shit, man. It's just getting too much. It's getting too much. So, but I will say this. Everybody, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're checking out all the great content we have here on the channel. We got Tonk 7 starting off the week on Tuesdays, live around 9 with TMI. Great show for all other topics, sports related. Tonk getting down. Get involved, you guys. Great show. Late night color commentary on Thursday nights. Everybody already know. Come and see color. And then on tonight, late night exhale, it's Bring the Smoke Saturday. I guess in some ways, maybe I'm prepping it, but I'm not trying to bring the smoke for real. But Bring the Smoke to Ali. Y'all want to hash out the fight? Ali want to hash it out tonight. Damn, look at that. I've been rhyming up and down this bitch. Also, every other night of the week, and even on surprise times like right now, you can catch me, El Capitan, TFTG style. Cash App Venmo is live. Help support the show, everybody. Fanatics in the description. You can help support the show by just buying yourself some freaking gear. Get your own stuff. Pick out whatever you want. Got all kinds of deals and sales in the link in the description. If you're buying yourself something, go to Fanatics and help out the show. Or buy our shit and represent the right way with the TFTG and a flag. You can get down. So, guys, make sure you're also hitting the like button on your way in. And, it's just, I know, Shake. I don't know football. Go watch film. Fuck, bro. I got a life. First of all, I got kids, got a job, and I do this. When the fuck am I going to watch film? 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm supposed to sleep then, dude. Man, do y'all even know how hard El Capitan works at everything around this month? Don't get me wrong. I have days off every now and again. And usually when I have time off, I go to you guys. I give it to you. And I do watch film. I do. But you know what I'm not doing? I'm not watching film to disprove people. I'm certainly not going back and watching all this film to go, you know what? You are right. Tua did do this, or Flores did do that. You know what I'm watching film on? I'm watching San Francisco. I'm watching what they did. I'm watching a little bit of the Rams too. I'm going back and watching some stuff in Washington when McDaniel was there. I'm looking to see what he's going to do because that's what I want to know. Trying to work out this way to show all this film without being just swamped with copywriting. I haven't figured it out yet. I have to talk to somebody. I might have to. Anywho, I might have to do like a private showing to break down this film to show you guys. Which, speaking of which, we're going to be starting up a membership here real soon, everybody. We'll be starting up a membership for the show, and then some kind of members only type of show to do stuff like that, because I'm finding out that's something I'm probably gonna have to do. But yeah, you know, I know, Most Discord or something like that. I might have to do something like that for some of the nitty gritty stuff I'm gonna want to do here in the future, for you guys to help illustrate, and you know, just see what it is, what I'm looking at the best way I can. Right, wrong, or indifferent. And then I'd like for you to tell me how it differs. And this is good. And this is a healthy conversation. I would like for someone to tell me I'm wrong, and then we can go through things together. What I don't like is throwing around insinuations. And you know, people throwing around insinuations and trying to go at people on Twitter, and seems to be just a fight and stuff. It's just weak, dude. What's up, Tony? What's up, Nelson? Los Dolphinatics, California in here. Q, Shake, Moss, Cap for Life, EM in here as well. Guys, everybody, thank you for coming. Thanks for hopping in. Color in there too. Patrick, what's happening, bud? Dolphin J in this early. So is Omar Brown, Q, and Mike got in this bad boy super early, along with Shake. Thanks, guys. Roadrunner, what's up? Brandon, what's happening? So yeah, guys. And I get it. Listen, this is fine. I love arguing about football. Is kind of why I made the channel. Why we do this. It's fun to argue, but I don't know, man. It's there's another kind of blowback. This is supposed to be for fun, you know? I just got through telling you how much shit I do all the time, you know, with my life outside of this. So I do this for fun. I'm not making no fucking killing at this. I ain't making no damn money. Shit, not with the amount of money I've spent in this shit. That's for damn sure way upside down. And it ain't about the money. It's more about the tailgate party that never stops. And for you guys and for us to have fun. And I wish this kind of attitude that I'm trying to bring on this show had a little bit more effect in like other places amongst the fans. Because what I really like, and it's I hate saying this, it's almost like a safe space. And that is the lamest thing to come out of my mouth. But what I mean by that is that it's a safe space that ain't so damn safe. Okay, you can come in here and full on scrap it out, but we gonna shake hands afterwards. It's a little retro in how I was brought up. You know, when you remember your younger kid running around, usually the kid that you got into a fight with grades in grade school ended up becoming your best friend. And you end up finding out that you guys kind of think alike. Well, already we know we got something in common. We all love the Dolphins. So to fight amongst us and have this civil war and people just trying to gatekeep and cancel and run mofos out. Sick part is the people that are actively trying to run people out one way or the other seem to believe that they're doing it for to get like solidarity in the fan base. They're like, to them, they're thinking we're going to cut out the cancer in the fan base, which is fucking nuts. If you ask me, if you're out there actively looking to cancel people in the fan base, you have a fucking problem, bro. You need to chill out. You need to ask yourself if why are you doing this? Or is it what's really going on in your life for you to be wasting your time scouring the internet, looking for people to cancel and to, disprove. Trolling is one thing, and I get it, guys. Trolling is trolling. Trolling's fun. I've trolled. We've all trolled. It's fucking fun. Thanks, Hank. Thanks, Lewis. We've all trolled. It's fun to troll. I like when you guys troll me. I do. It's funny. I think it's hilarious. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? But like, all in good fun. And when you're in this position, or even on social media, we know that that's part of what goes down. We all know that, hey, we're walking into no man's land. Like, anything goes in this bitch. And it's funny, they're like community guidelines. It's hilarious. Thank you, Brandon. It's football. It's never that serious. So I don't know, boys. Just figured, don't let them drag you in the mud, everybody. You feel me? Don't let them drag you in the mud, and let's keep our heads held high and act accordingly as Dolphins fans. Know that we can. Well, see, that's just it. We can get in the mud, can't we? We can get down and dirty, but we should be walking out of that bitch together. We shouldn't be freaking trying to. I mean, dude. Like, run out a writer, run out somebody on Twitter, run out a blogger, just there's trolling, and then there's canceling. Now, granted, if somebody is straight up, I don't know. I mean, like, if you say that that's their whole agenda, like, even that's up for interpretation, because maybe there's a guy who loves the Dolphins, sits in a room, okay, with all his Dolphins shit, and has a scowl on his face, like, fucking Dolphins. He just watches the Dolphins and bitches the whole time, wearing a Dolphins hat, got a jersey on, 13 and shit. Like, this guy's like, the worst dude ever. And all he is just a sourpuss. But that poor bastard's only that way. You got to kind of think beyond that, too. Like, yeah, he's probably a sourpuss not only because of the Dolphins, but because of all the other shit he probably got going on. But probably what we shouldn't do as people is give them something more to scowl about. We're going to go, you know what? Fuck you, buddy. Like, you know what? We'll call this guy Mark, or we'll call him Bill. Go, you know what, Bill? Fucking don't worry, dog. We're going to win it next time. And when we do, you're going to be there, Bill. Because that's all. A little bit of happiness cure, motherfucker. Certainly not their loneliness cures them. That's for sure. You certainly don't help nobody. Certainly don't fucking make anyone feel better. Make anyone feel included when you be trying to cut them out and make them lonely. And I get it. The internet's a lonely-ass place. But I'm just being real for me and what I have in this. I ain't trying to make it lonely for people that want to find somewhere to be. So give me your fucking rejects, I guess, because I'm willing to accept them. Not dissimilar to Florida. So it's all I know how to be honest with you. Lived in Florida, never lived anywhere other than fucking just Central Florida. Never lived more north than that. Barely even spend too much time outside of Florida because I don't fucking like mountains. They make me claustrophobic. And really, honestly, when I get too far from the sea for a while, I start fucking feeling like, I don't know, maybe not paranoid, but like I get homesick. I need the ocean air. It's all I know. It's all I've ever been around this much. And I'm not saying that I'm better or worse than anybody. Don't take that. What I mean is that in Florida, it's too hot to be assholes. And we take everybody here. We got every fucking kind of crazy you've ever seen in this that we call family. That my uncle. Yeah, he crazy. We know. No, he's not my blood uncle, but like he been with my family his whole life. Got like 6 of them. That's just how it is. So we don't cut these people out like that, even if they're a fucking sour asshole. Probably should have found better words than that. sour asshole. Even if they're that kind of person, we don't want them to feel isolated, because how are they going to grow? How are they going to get better? How are they going to be there to change? Be the fucking bigger person and be better and forgiving and more welcoming, people. That's all. I'm sorry. I just needed my monologue, everybody. I don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it, bro. It seems like a lot of motherfucking bullying. I hate that shit, bro. I hate bullies. I don't like it. I don't like bullies. So, pisses me off. All right, guys. We're going to get on to some of the other shit. Beyond all that, sorry, guys. My sour asshole. I know, Q. What the fuck was that? Oh, man, that was crazy. Sour asshole's fucking hilarious. I don't know. I just felt like ranting a little bit, guys. I've got some videos. Maybe Brandon the bookie will make it. Who the fuck knows? Let's go ahead and scour the internet for people and what they think of Tua and stuff like that. And now also, guys, just understand, like, I'm going to show you the mainstream media, okay? So you already know what time it is. They're going to love some and hate some. And you don't have to love or hate either one of them, you know? Like, look at it and take it what it is. Don't allow people that probably don't watch any tape of the Dolphins play a character on you and make you hate them. Don't do that. Don't let them wreck your day. Let's have fun. And thank you, Lewis. I will say it with my chest, dog. South Florida style. 561. All right, let's play this shit. Say with my chest. Try me, dog.
The guy in Miami. There's a lot of people who think that.
Yeah.
There's no gray area with Tua. Let's start with that.
Oh no, I mean,
you either think he has no shot in this league. He's just a guy who just happened to have one great throw for Alabama one time, and then one season where he wasn't the same guy and he got hurt. And the Dolphins had when he made that one throw, and he had them at hello.
So, reason why I started a little bit with this monologue, because Rich be saying exactly what I be saying in that monologue. There's a sharp, very clear line with people on both sides. You know what? Yeah, Vaughn, we doing it. Never mind. I'm just gonna get to the video.
There's one, that's one, and then there's the other end where you love him no matter what, because you love who he is, you love what he stands for, you love the inside. You ignore the film. That's the sense that people have because they call them Tuanon. Those are the Tuanon people.
Tuanon, it's real.
And so the Dolphins' social media outfit didn't really do him many favors when they had him.
Mainstream media fomenting the divide amongst the fan base. And who wins, Dolphins fans? Who wins? Us divided. Everybody else, that's for damn sure.
They showed a video of him throwing to Tyreek Hill in practice because they're very excited that Tyreek Hill is now there. Yep. And they had, and the ball wasn't one of those, let's just put it this way. It wasn't one of those classic NFL films, zero in on the tight zoom on the spiral, right? And you pull out and it hits a guy in stride. Tyreek had to like slow down to grab
and it was a little wobbly.
It wasn't great. And so that was fodder for the first crowd I mentioned, which is that he's not the guy. Well, Tua hears a lot about the first crowd. And I think he heard a lot about what the first crowd latched onto with his with that social media video. And this is what he had to say about people's opinions of his play and viability to lead the Dolphins where they have a roster that can be led to.
So that's why I had the monologue again. Because the discussion's not going to stop. In fact, they're going to gas that fire. And that's okay. And we're going to discuss it. And we're going to have a fire because it's been gassed up, burn each other in the way, and there shouldn't be no fighting. And, like Scott, I hear you, dog. Scott says, if you want Miami to have a legitimate offense, Tua has to go. And you know what, Scott? Maybe you are right. But at this moment, Scott, as a Dolphins fan, that's not going to happen. So let's try to unify a little bit because we don't want you, Scott, on the outside of when Tua does work out. And just like the same way, Scott, I would say to you is that you're not the kind of person, I'm going to ask you, you're not the kind of person that if Tua didn't work out and he left, are you going to go around and try to cancel everybody? Maybe you are, but I don't think so. And look, that's my point. That's the kind of stuff that don't help us Dolphins fans, no matter what, is my point. Not that your opinion doesn't, because I'm fine with the opinion, and that's cool. But I'm just saying, I don't want people in the chat to tell Scott he don't know what the fuck he's doing and not allowed to say that. Just like I'm going to say to Scott, don't do that to people if we find ourselves with a new quarterback in 2 years. We can all drive in the same bus. We can all be in the same place. The Dolphins online presence in media is pretty strong, and it's growing fast. And it's going to grow faster if we had a little bit better unity. And also, look, mainstream media, all that stuff, they're happy with a divided fan base of the Dolphins to, throw us and, dick around with the Dolphins fan base. We can't have that. We gotta have some solidarity, some unity and shit. If we all in it, we in it together. Just remember.
For me, it's just zone that out. I mean, we come out to practice. Everyone else, Twitter warriors, keyboard warriors, whatever you want to call them, they're not out here practicing with us working hard. So I don't know if you guys recorded that last one to Tyreek, but I don't know about you, but that looked like money.
I love it.
Salty Tua.
I'm with it.
I like the salty Tua too. I don't know. It kind of sounds good. Salty Tua. It actually sounds like something that'd be a great dish. Yeah, I'd like to have the salty Tua tonight, please. Thank you. Anyhow.
Let me tell you something, Tua. Let me tell you something, Tua. I like the salt in your diet.
Wow.
I like it. I like it. More salt in the Tua diet will serve everyone appropriately. Maybe that's Mike McDaniel, right? Maybe he's bringing a little bit of that heat.
There, man. Well, that got out of Tua throwing a pass at Tyreek Hill, and it was just a little flutter, but people took that one video and ran with it.
Well,
so, again, they keep saying people took it and ran with it. And I remember seeing the video that is in question. We all know what they're talking about. And I thought, ugly, but I didn't think too much of it. And honestly, the people that took it and ran with it, I didn't even think they took it and ran with it that much. I think it was very small. I think the mainstream media took it and ran with it. Headliner, people are taking this and running with it. No, they are. And then all of a sudden, people on social media platforms are arguing amongst each other in the fan base. Again, I call that if there is a conspiracy, it's that the Dolphins fan base is being stoked by fire from the outside. Some on the inside are stoking the fire, but it all is rooted on outside stuff. Dolphins, aqua and orange, we can disagree. Those of us who bleed aqua and orange, we can disagree with each other. Maybe there is some traitors in our midst. I don't know.
Well, you heard what the media said. We're not allowed to shoot it. We can't shoot it. But he's like, that was money. Look at him puffing his chest out.
Tua's like, you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym? like Drake.
Hold on, perfect Q. The media, an institution that takes accountability with anything they say. I hope that's sarcastic, right? I hope that's sarcastic. Oh, real quick, guys. Got Brandon Bookie in the back. You ready to come on, Brandon? Can't tell. You good, buddy?
Yeah.
What's happening, Brandon?
What's up, man?
Did you catch my monologue in the beginning?
No, sorry. I just
That's
was
okay.
able to hop on.
That's good. That's good. That's
So
good.
what am I missing?
Oh, nothing. You know, I was just talking about like on you're not active on social media. You're too busy with the bookie stuff and all the other shit. But yeah, I on social media today there was a bit of a tiss, and really it comes down to like dividing amongst the fan base and how ridiculous it could be. And that's all, man. I was just doing it. And so I got this Rich Eisen video. As of recent, Tua came out with a press conference on Wednesday or Thursday, I think it was. And he was good in it. And I'll rewind it a little bit so you can see or hear what Rich Eisen said about it, about salty Tua.
Yeah. I think I know. I have not seen his stuff, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, and we're just, you know, we're like
and I didn't mind it.
Oh, hell nah, bro. What you talking about?
all.
I encouraged it. Shit.
Yeah.
I wish I had this last year.
Yep.
You know, I like a little bit of I need some swag in my life, dog. Give me a little bit of something. And granted,
confidence can go a long way. It really can.
Without a doubt.
You know,
and Rich Eisen says in it, he goes, maybe that's Mike McDaniel. I would say that's definitely Mike McDaniel, because as we're learning and finding out more and more, Flores was very militant as far as how he wanted his players to conduct themselves. And maybe they just didn't feel so much freedom to have a little bit of show themselves their character.
You see that a lot with New England. You know, there's a lot of guys, once they're in that system, you know, they are expected to act and speak a different way, you know, a certain way. And then you see it when guys leave, i.e. Tom Brady, totally different person, you know?
Absolutely.
Which I'm not against. I think, you know, not just for self-confidence, but, you know, marketability and all that stuff. It's good to show who you are.
Perfect example. Marketability. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Need some of that in my life. But also, with that, what we're talking about, there's another thing, and this is kind of, so Omar, there's another thing. There's like this Flores sabotaged Tua, purposely held him back. And there's an article that I read yesterday that, shout out to Q, he sent it to me, from SB Nation, about Tua did like an interview with hold on, I want to get the credit right, Muscle and Fitness, with a guy named Chris Carson. He talks about it, and I'll read the article here in a second, or in a little bit, but essentially the gist of it is that he's excited because there's plays designed to throw downfield, and he said that the plays were designed to go to the first read, and if they didn't get to the first read, the play was dead.
Yes,
and I mean,
that's set up for failure right there.
That is fucking ridiculous. I mean, for him to say that is fucking insanity. That is insanity. Now, there is an open to interpretation here with why the plays were like that. I mean, the rest of that comment could have been, well, yeah, you know, the offensive line, you know, the coaching could have been the offensive line wasn't good enough to hold up for anything longer than that, but that can't be. Like, again, this is, and you remember Big John saying it, that's what it was. You can't, it's only designed to go to the first read, and that's it. I mean, I just can't imagine that that's how he conducted his offense. And if that is poor. I mean, look, that's why he lost the fucking job. You know what I'm saying? That offense was terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
that O-line was terrible.
I mean, I think Flores is definitely never going to be hired for his offensive mind. I mean, there's no, nor was he hired the first time. I mean, you know, I don't know if he was purposely sabotaging Tua or anything like that. I don't know if it was, malicious like that, but I mean, who knows? Maybe he wasn't given the best opportunity, but I don't think anybody can argue he's basically getting that now.
Oh no, yeah,
And
like
if it can't be done, then if it can't be done with a guy that is literally in your corner 100%, is trying to hype you up, to get you to produce well, he's doing everything he can, and if it's not meant to work, if it's not going to work out, then we'll see what it is. But I mean, I just think the excuses are definitely about to end here soon. He's got the complete opposite of everything that he had. I mean, I just don't know, but I would love to see it work. I really would. I've said it from the beginning. I hope Tua works out. There's nothing worse than wasting a top 5 pick and it not working out. I don't care if it's for a lineman, especially for a quarterback, but for anything. And let's see. I mean, we've got a pretty decent schedule this year. We just got to get over the Buffalo hurdle that we've just been stumbling upon 3.5 years now.
I know, bro. It's been fucking bad.
It's really bad.
Since Josh Allen's been in Buffalo, we've
beat him just the one time, right?
Yeah, and that's only because Charles Clay.
I know. I remember that. It dropped I mean,
wide open.
Yes, wide open.
That was the win.
Yeah.
Yep. That and I honestly, that's kind of why, off topic a little bit. Well, not off topic, we're still Dolphins, but that's why I think Tyndall was brought in here. He might be by years in that second Buffalo game. He's the guy that neutralizes him. Bring the young man in, fresh legs, sideline to sideline speed, hits burst. They can just, between him and Baker with Jalen Phillips, bro. How about everything I said about that guy coming in? Fuck.
Yeah.
Remember?
No, I know. You sung his praises well before we drafted him.
Yeah, man. He literally, he can make a diving 7-yard reach. He could reach a guy away 7 yards and shoelace his ass. I've seen him do it so many times, bro. He's way out of position, cleaning up where someone else messed up and just jump out and shoelace him up. He's so good at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah,
I was just going to say this defense.
Go ahead.
This defense, I just hope they keep producing, and there's no reason, no indication that they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we got Melvin Ingram too. We haven't even gotten your thoughts on Melvin Ingram. What do you think about that?
I mean, I never saw the numbers on it, but I'm sure it's somewhat favorable. And I mean, I think it's like
3.5 guaranteed, bro.
He's still productive. I know he's getting a little older, still productive. He's a vet, and
he had a good run there towards the end for KC. I
just don't see a downside with that signing. I think that was actually a very, very well thought, plan that was executed on getting him here. So I loved it.
Yeah, he's been wanting to come to the Dolphins for years too, and he said so. And we found out through interviews and stuff like that, his dad grew up a Dolphins fan, and he'd been trying to come. Yeah, like this is like a lifelong deal for him. Like it's
nice,
full circle for him wanting to come to the Dolphins. I mean, he's come to camp 3 years in a row before signing somewhere else the last 2 times. Now this time finally signing here. So he's got the same agent as Xavier Howard and buddy with him, and he also is a rapper too, if you didn't know that. And him and
did not know that.
Yeah, him and Teron Armstead were seen in the studio, had some clips coming out. I wish I had those pictures. I got them on somewhere. I'll tell you what, everybody, if you're not following me on Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, you're missing out, because I find gems on places and I spread them all over, and people send me stuff, and I appreciate everyone who does. So I share them everywhere and things like that. Shout out to my guy, man of the future. Keep me in the loop. I love that guy. And my dude right there. Anywho, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Everybody come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. So, all right, Brandon, let's we'll read that article a little bit later. But let's go ahead and watch this Rich Eisen.
Go ahead.
We'll just continue on. Or here, I'll back it up to Tua's interview. His clip.
The Dolphins, where they have a roster that can be led to.
You know, for me, it's just zone that out. I mean, we come out to practice. Everyone else, Twitter warriors, you know, keyboard warriors, whatever you want to call them, you know, they're not out here practicing with us working hard. So I don't know if you guys recorded that last one to Tyreek, but I don't know about you, but that looked like money.
I love it.
Love it.
Salty Tua.
I'm with it.
So yeah, he's affectionately salty Tua now, which I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got no problem with it.
Hell no, I got no problem with it, bro.
None.
What are you talking about? I needed more. Problem I had was not enough of it. Now I like it. So, you know,
it seemed genuine too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like
It's not like he rehearsed it or some shit.
no,
Yeah, I know
no,
what you
not
mean.
just that, but I just don't feel like it that was fake. Sometimes it comes off as a little manufactured or fake.
Well,
I think
you
that's
know
how
what I
he's really
noticed?
talking in
You
the
know
locker
what I
room to those
noticed
guys.
right beforehand? He had some nervous energy, so it must have been on his mind. And as of recent, you know, they heard the whatchamacallit, about the Tyreek Hill passes, and then practice on Wednesday before Thursday. This was on Thursday that he talked.
Yeah, just
Was the
absolute trash.
defense torching them and stuff like that. But something that nobody even caught, from what I can understand, I'm the only person that caught it, was that Mike McDaniel said that on Wednesday they ran unscripted passes. So it was like a pop quiz day. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they went out there with a game plan on offense. They
Seems
literally
weird that he would do that, knowing that those
the media
practices were. Yeah,
You know what?
you know what I'm saying?
I like it. I
know, but they're still in the time where
fuck
he's trying
that.
to.
Fuck that, bro. I like it. Mix it up. Catch these guys pop quiz. You know the media is coming. You knew the media was coming. Offense, work a little harder. And you know what? Look what they did. They worked their ass off. And who knows if on Thursday it was the same thing. Unscripted passes. Damn well might have been. Not saying that it was scripted passes. It might have been. We haven't heard from Coach on that. So, you know what? Maybe we'll listen to Coach's interview, and maybe he did say something about it. I don't remember that, but you know, if he did do it on purpose, it worked because the offense came out and played really good, and kind of got the other end where that Tua was talking about. He says he doesn't listen to it and stuff like that, but obviously he does. It seems like he was excited to show people and ready to chirp about it. And I like that. I like that.
For sure.
Chirp a little bit. Talk with your chest a little bit. Come on now. All right.
You
so
know, and go ahead. I was just gonna say, you know, you get these reports, and you know it's not very favorable, which hey, it is what it is. But let's not act surprised. I mean, this time of the year, defenses are always ahead of offense, regardless. It's just easier to, you know, be more in tune on defense, especially a fully returning defense against a new offense, new plays, new, you know.
Yeah.
So none of this is really
no pads.
It's not alarming to me at this point. No, not at all. So I haven't been upset with the, you know, reports coming out, and I don't get too high when I hear about the bombs either hitting Tyreek. You know, I mean, is it exciting? Is it fun? Yes. But I mean, at this point, it's still so early, man. But go ahead.
All right. No, I agree with you though. I mean, like, look, it's fun both ways.
It is. I just don't get too high or too low. That's what I'm saying.
Well, obviously, we're a
Some
little bit
people
more
are-
level-headed. We can
Yeah,
we
some
can
people
get
wanna
high
jump
or
off a
low,
bridge.
but we don't have to go crazy. And that's kind
Yeah,
of
I'm not
the
ready
thing.
to go put in my
that's
bet that we're going 0-17 because we
well,
had a
not
bad
only that,
Wednesday
I'm not gonna get foaming at the mouth telling you you're a fucking idiot. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of that going on, and that's kind of something that, now I see it going even towards writers, and I'm sure writers get plenty of it anyhow. They get tons
I'm
of
sure.
hate, but
Yeah.
I mean, bro,
You
like
don't think
a
Omar catches enough of that?
well, that was listen. But my point is, like, act a little classier and we will become classy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Yeah.
can duke it out and argue, and we don't have to resort to name calling, and we certainly don't have to resort to trying to actively go find Dolphins fans to kick out of the fucking fan base. That shit's
No.
weak as fuck.
I think we
bro.
all want the same thing at the end of the day. We just see things different.
I certainly hope so. It seems like other people.
I mean, for the
it
not
seems
all
like
of us,
other
but majority.
people want to not only get the same thing I want, but also want to, like, rub things like, or they want you not to have it, Brandon. That's what they want you not to have it, and they want to be able to have something to take away. Like, they fucking are the Dolphins. Like, dude, relax, bro. You ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't shit. Like, you're a guy on Twitter or wherever. It's just ridiculous. Chill with yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Salty Tua. Let me tell you.
I like the Salty Tua name too, bro. Like, I like Salty Tua. It sounds like something good to eat. Go to a restaurant, get me some good. Yeah, I'm gonna take whatever you got on tap and a Salty Tua, please.
Something, Tua. Let me tell you something, Tua. I like the salt in your diet.
Wow.
I like it. I like it. More salt in the Tua diet will serve everyone appropriately. Maybe that's Mike McDaniel, right? Maybe he's bringing a little bit of that heat. You know?
There, man. Well, that video got out of Tua throwing a pass to Tyreek Hill, and it was just a little flutter, but one video and ran with it.
Did you see that pass that he's talking about? What's up, Herb?
Yeah, of course.
What's up, 72? You seen it?
Of course,
on my first reaction, I thought, probably shouldn't have posted that. Then I watched it a couple times, and I said, who even knows if he was standing down there like 200? You know what I'm saying? 500.
Yeah.
Throwing it down like who knows? Like,
Playing
was there even a
jackpot.
route? Where they're just fucking cranking it up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. There certainly wasn't anyone blocking in front of Tua. It didn't look like anything else, so it didn't look like it was a play. So the whole thing. And then
I don't think it should have got out because I do think.
No.
I mean, this was not a.
If it came out somewhere else, maybe, but not from the Dolphins. It looked
from.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they know that too. But
Well, I'm sure they know it now.
yeah. You know what's
you got
funny,
like
though,
7 million views or something crazy.
Is that in the beginning it was more like everyone was retweeting it, saying good things, and then it was like some were saying some bad, and then the media went right to
off.
Oh no, the media was like, look at that, like they said the bad shit, then the fucking waterfall came. And that's what I'm trying to explain to the adults. Like, don't allow. We can fight amongst each other, but stop letting these outsiders come in here and try to. Well, two things: stop letting the outsiders come in here and stoke fires on us to fight with each other. It's ridiculous. And two, stop fighting with each other, trying to kick people out the damn fan base like you own the motherfucking Dolphins. Like, cut that shit out. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, out here with that bullshit. So let's get back to her.
Well, you heard what the media said. We're not allowed to shoot it. We can't shoot it. But he's like, that was money. Look at him puffing his chest out.
It was like, you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym? like Drake. I love it.
I mean, look at him, his chest out.
He's like, you're Twitter fingering and we're out here working.
Let's go, Salty Tua.
I'm here for it.
You know what,
Warrior? That's enough of that. But yeah, the Salty Tua is
pretty
I like
funny.
it.
And like you said,
I
it's
think
got a
it's
good
pretty
name
good.
to it.
You
and
know,
I don't have an issue with it because look, You got to look, if you feel like you're doing a good job and everybody's been dogging you for everything that you've done, quote unquote, wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
If you feel like you've done something well, you should point it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, at the end of the day, is it going to buy you any wins? No. But
No.
I don't want my quarterback to hide in fear or live in fear of what
So you're
the
more
media
like
says.
you and I are more like Peter King in this assessment. Like I'm not looking at it and going, oh shit. Now, can I be excited because I'm a Dolphins fan? Am I going to be like, fuck yeah, I want to see that, like that catch that they're talking about, that Tua was talking about? The Dolphins did release it. And you know what? Let me go ahead and pull it up for you.
You got
Brandon.
it?
Yeah, of course I got it. You go ahead and pull it up for you. I got it on my Twitter. Pull it up and show you. And it was a beauty too. It was a beauty. Nice throw on the run, full sprint right over Noah Igbenogany. And I will say this, also watching it. Listen, listen. It's Tyreek Hill one-on-one.
I know.
Coming across the friggin' on a crosser. It was a damn good. Listen, more so than it was a catch or defended. It was an amazingly beautiful ball. That's kind of why he was saying something about it, because you can see it as you watch it on a loop. It was amazing. But I will also say, bravo, Noah Igbenogany, because he was in every way, shape, and form position. Off a step, but it's fucking Tyreek Hill. And really in a game situation, you better not allow Noah sitting out there like that. That safety should be helping him over the top. Like as soon as Tyreek Hill catches it, he should have been tackled or blown up or blown up while he was trying to catch it from the safety. But trying to throw something, because Noah's been killing it at camp by all accounts too. He's been doing good.
That would be nice to see.
Oh my God, dude. Could you imagine if Noah turns the light on this year, what this defense can look like? Holy shit.
It would definitely help for the following offseason if we need to move some money around, not pay Byron and Xavier.
Well, that's definitely the way. You want to get rid of Byron and keep Xavier and have Noah out there would be the best case scenario. But even if you kept him and you rotate him in, now you got fresh legs all up and down, inside, outside. That secondary looks legit as hell. So
This
here
is
it
the
is.
throw right here?
Yeah, look. I mean, look. Huh.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
Look, right out in front of him, right in a bread basket. I mean, it's a sweet throw right there. Boom. And look at Noah.
Yeah, he was there.
I mean, he's there, bro. He's all there. If he could have just look, I mean, he's got his hand. If we had another angle, I guarantee you his hand's on that ball, and that Tyreek kind of took it from him. But that's why, that's what $100+ million wide receiver does. If you got a hand on the ball and you're the defender, he still ends up with the football.
Yep.
But again, Tyreek Hill, much smaller in height than Noah Igbenogany, but the throw beat the coverage. And that's why it was a money. It was a dime. It was a dime and a half. Look at this. I mean, that's nice. And now look, I'm willing to fucking be all lovey-dovey about the video like that.
Yeah.
But I could still also say that I gotta see that for a winning touchdown or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Tua go like this. Yeah. Do some of that shit. Now I'm really getting in. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm really getting in it. So
it'll be great to see, this year play out. I mean, there's just so many unknowns with this
weapons
offense.
galore.
I know.
Weapons galore.
But even though we've got a lot of proven pieces, we still got a lot of questions with it.
Well,
I just want to see how it's all going to work out.
Well, Brandon, the thing I look at the most is
I've got confidence in it, though. It's the first time I've said this in a couple years, and you know that.
After we, I know you said that. After we got McDaniel, and then he got his coaching staff, and I started listening to him, and they were talking. I looked at everything. Bringing in that blocking scheme alone and the coaching staff on what they're doing, I thought that was already the best play that they could have done. Switching to this blocking scheme is by far, for the quarterback and for any young fucking quarterback you got or any type of quarterback can use this scheme to their advantage. Now, if there's things they could do more, or you have wide receivers or weapons that can do more out of this scheme, you're golden. But when you snap the ball and you've got 5 or 6 guys all running the same direction and going that force, because that's what it comes down. Then they mix up trap plays. It's just the best way, man. I never liked that everyone kick out and find an island. You know, I hated that. It creates lanes, and unless you got
and the problem with that, I mean,
pro style works when it works, and sometimes you're forced to play it. But
the problem is you've got 5 different one-on-ones, you know, or you know, 4, you know, and all it takes.
Or even if you got 4, 5 on 4, it creates the lanes because you create them. You create the lanes, and rather than and offensive linemen hate it. You want to put the hurt on them. You know what I'm saying? You want to go.
Well, at least that's what I want my linemen to.
That's what every lineman wants to do. They want to go give them the hurt.
Some are a little more passive, but I want me a guy that just wants to go out and look for the hits.
The guys that are older don't want to do that kind of running around. And that's another topic we might talk about our center position. And everybody
loves switch up there.
Yeah, well, I called it. And then I mean, look, after we draft him, first thing I said is that this guy's gonna push Dieter for center. And then shortly after that, on a small interview and from a source before the small interviews, they said that the Dolphins told him that they wanted to see what he had at center. Shortly after that, it came out, and now just the other day he did an interview that he's been playing center, and they told him right after they drafted him, hey, that's
not drafted him, signed him.
Sign him, excuse me.
Yeah.
That you know, that they want me to play center and see his physical attributes fitting there. And by his own account, he says that it brings out all the strengths in his game playing center. And if you think when he was in Dallas, he had a lot of penalties last year, but most of them were false starts. Can't false start if you're the center.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't. And if you think, and in this scheme, as you remember when Pouncey was there, a lot of times, depending on how the D line is, the center usually is the guy that immediately can get to the second level. Just do a little chip, push that guy down to the side to get the guard keyed up on him and get to the second level. And that's what you want. He's only 25 years old. So
I know, still young. Still got some tread on the tires.
It's the running game.
How long did we sign him for? What
2 years. 2 years, $14 million. And I think, if memory serves, I think 8's guaranteed. But the thing is, a lot of people want to bring in J.C. Treader. J.C. Treader's the hot button name. Yep. J.C. Treader's 31 years old. He's gonna have to run like a muh, and you know, he's got a little bit of lower leg stuff. And really the big kicker is that he wants a shit ton of money. People are hearing up to $12 million for him. And the Dolphins have the money, but
do you want to allocate it for that?
I mean, look, you get him and somebody important goes down and you're pretty much fucked. You know, you can get someone to fill the job, but probably not the job. You're going to use one of the guys on your roster to fill their job. So, and Chris Greer's already stated that he wants to, well, maybe it wasn't stated, maybe it was one of my sources, I can't remember, but said that he wants to hang on to money for in-season moves this year. Yeah. So that's what the best teams do. They make mid-season moves that help them march their way to a championship.
Yep. Once you see what you need, or if an injury opens up something.
Yep.
You know,
and if
you've got the flexibility.
They've got 17 mil right now, a little over 17 million. That's plenty to make some in-season moves.
Well, we didn't have to we didn't have to spend a whole lot on signing this draft class, so you know.
That ain't no lie. That ain't no lie.
Nice.
So Rich Eisen coining the salty Tua and stuff like that. There's both sides to this, and this is kind of the way that Mike Florio took it from Tua, because I feel like he feels that it was a little more personal with him, and that Tua was kind of calling him out in particularly. So let me share this video We'll go watch this real quick. Here it is.
A little bit, but talk about arm strength thing. It all flows from one thing and one thing only: a video that the Dolphins put on social media. Not somebody at practice. There were no keyboard warriors at practice secretly filming the throws. This was posted by the Dolphins as evidence of some sort.
So, I mean, he's not wrong there. They made their own keyboard warriors. He's not wrong there. But he seems like he's taking it personally because he actually, listen to what he says next.
Sort of a rocket launch by, and it was a rocket launch straight up in the air, and Tyreek Hill had to wait for it to come down. It was underthrown, and it was wobbly, and the Dolphins put it on social media. So don't get mad at us, Tua.
I mean, look, I think I'm more right, Brandon. Because look,
can you hear me?
There's like no, I think I'm more right. Because look, there's like
Keyboard
nobody
warriors
on the
practice
field.
secretly
Look at
filming
in the
throws.
background.
This was posted by the Dolphins as
Look, there's people over there putting equipment away and shit. You see what I'm saying? They're either getting equipment out or putting it away.
evidence.
See what I'm saying?
Some sort of rocket
Just chucking the
launch
ball out to him.
And it was a rocket launch straight up in the air, and Tyreek Hill had to wait for it to come down. It was underthrown, and it was wobbly, and the Dolphins put it on social media. So don't get mad at us, Tua. Talk to your people on your
See what I'm saying? Don't get mad at us, Tua. See what I'm saying? And this is what I've been saying and up to this point is that, like, don't allow outsiders like Florio to foment hate amongst each other in the fan base, people. Don't allow guys like Florio to, because this could be used as weapons against Tua by our own fans, but that's okay. That's all right.
You know how this this underthrows may help us this season? On a guy that's running down.
Oh yeah,
Tyreek. Those guys aren't sitting there, one eye.
They ain't getting their head. They ain't getting their head back around for the ball.
They're chasing, and the first moment he has to slow down, and you run into him. How many times have we seen a flag?
Oh my God, bro!
Like
pass interference all day
every
long,
time.
every single time. Because and Tyreek gets the calls too, because everyone knows if Tyreek turned around for the football and came back, he was going to catch it. So you got to defend it good. Now, if it's a young guy, a lot of young guys don't get the calls. The superstars get the calls because it's part of being a superstar. You get the call.
It's true.
If they want people to say, wow, look at that arm strength, then they should be putting on social media the kinds of throws that you think are reflective of what your arm strength is, period.
There are two statistics I would like to point out. Last year, Tua Tagovailoa was 30th in the NFL in pass attempts that traveled 20 yards or more downfield.
So we know why, short, and now after the interview that I'm going to get to in a little bit, that Tua had, the article that I'm going to read for you, Brandon. It was designed that way. Blocking wasn't good enough. Offensive play calling wasn't good enough. And it's weird because it's not like we didn't see Tua do it before. It's not like I've never seen him throw the ball downfield in college. He was constantly taking shots. You know what I'm saying? To guys that typically sometimes were wide fucking open. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you play Alabama. But, can't argue with the statistic being what it is. And I see that becoming a point of contention amongst the fan base too. They're like, there's only 3 or 4 passes he's taken over 20 yards or 25 yards or 30 yards, whatever the fuck they want to say. And they're like, yeah, he's been injured. And listen, these are all valid points. You know what I'm saying? They are valid points. But so are the other side of the argument that offensive line wasn't holding up. Offensive play calling was subpar at best. And more often than not, he was probably said, listen, do not go to the second guy because you're going to fucking get hit. So all those things considered, again, we can agree that this Dolphins team knows all that. I know the GM does because they've pivoted to fix every fucking thing we're talking about and arguing about. You know,
Well, they
and we can.
definitely the
Go
coaching
ahead.
staff. I was just going to say, getting a coaching staff. We've got multiple O-line coaches. We got an OC that has an O-line background.
Yep.
All these things.
Every coach
because
has an O-line background.
This is what we need to build up, because at this point, I mean, how much more coaching are you going to give Tyreek Hill? I mean, his number one attribute.
Hill
is
and
the one thing you
Armstead are
can't.
pseudo on-field coaches. You know what
Well,
I'm
I'm just
saying?
saying the one thing that you can't teach is speed, right? So he's
Yeah.
already got that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
His
the
route
only
running doesn't need to
person that
be-
could have taught Waddle anything is Tyreek Hill, and that was the best thing they did. The only person that could teach Waddle full speed what to do is Tyreek, and that they did. I mean, brilliant all the way around. And who better to fix offensive line woes and understanding what these guys' technique or whatever than a guy like Terron Armstead as a player as well. Consummate professional, been a captain forever. You know what I'm saying? Was a leader in the locker room at the last place by every account. All pros we're talking about these guys. They're going to do what needs to be done. And, you know, but real quick before we get back to the video, everybody, I'm going to do the rundown real quick. Make sure everybody is hitting the like button and subscribing. And if you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, come over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, get in on the conversation, and make sure you're checking out all the great content we have here. Tonk 7, TMI Tuesdays, Live Orion 9. On Thursdays, you guys can catch late night color commentary coming at you. Later tonight, we got Late Night Exhale with Ali. Bring the Smoke Saturday with Ali. So everybody get ready for that. And then all the other times you get me, El Capitan, and even special occasions like right now with Brandon the Bookie. Cash App, Venmo, at the Fins Tailgate. Please, guys, help support the show. And if you also can support the show by buying some of our gear, which also you get to support the show and sport a badass hat or buy yourself a badass flag. Get with it. Oh, wait till you see what HB's got cooking in the back for the flag, Brandon. He's got this badass 3D graphic that he's making for it, man. It's gonna be badass.
Nice.
So it's gonna be dope. And we're gonna get some cash and tickets and when season come back around, right, Brandon?
Oh yeah, for sure. And we're
I
gonna
know
do you know, this fall is gonna be pretty busy. We got the World Cup coming up too. So we're gonna have quite a bit. Won't go too heavy on, you know, the soccer matches and breaking it down. I will do simple just picks.
Well, don't worry, man. Listen, Ali is big on that soccer. I already thought about that when that comes around. He can help a lot with that. And, you know, we could also talk to, you know, who back in PC. Maybe he'll be coming on.
Okay. Yeah.
So
no, definitely this fall we will be rocking and rolling, man. I can't wait for the seasons to start up.
I know. Got to get Big Kev come back around for some cash and tickets and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, also, man, I want to do some fantasy football this year, and I want to do like a big league for listeners and stuff. Maybe we'll do like some kind of buy-in, and I'll buy a badass trophy or a belt or something like that.
Belt.
Yeah, a belt. We'll put the TFTG logo on it. We'll have a fantasy football league or something cool like that. You know, be dope.
Yep.
So everybody, make sure you're hitting the like button. All right, so let's get back to this.
In addition, last year on pass attempts that traveled 20 yards or more downfield, Patrick Mahomes had 36 completions. That's the team that Tyreek Hill was on last year. Patrick Mahomes had 36. Miami, Tua Tagovailoa had 14. So all of this stuff, whatever is said, and it's one of the reasons why no one ever on June 2nd.
So he had 14 passes over 20 yards last year.
Okay.
I was seeing people trolling saying there was like 3. I was like, I thought I saw more than that, but
says anything that's truly meaningful. The only time that it's truly meaningful is on October 2nd. That's when we see what you got. And that's when we see what Mike McDaniel is going to call in his offense in a tight game with the best deep receiver in football on your team? Are you going to call a bunch of deep throws? Are you going to call a bunch of 9 routes? Are you going to have Tua really test the deep middle against teams that might be vulnerable there?
Well, everybody's thinking Tyreek Hill and forgetting about Jalen Waddle. I don't know how the hell they're. What are they going to do, Brandon? How are they going to defend those two guys if they're both on the same damn side?
Yeah.
How are they gonna do it? If Tyreek takes off in front, Waddle can sit on the route, and he'll probably just be sitting there all by himself because that's just how it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a tough ask for your defense to account for those two guys play after play. I mean, and when you've got the skills and the speed that those two guys possess, you can't keep them both in check for a whole game. It just cannot happen. Eventually, something, it's going to break through.
Well, remember last year, teams chose to play a lot of zone, like doubles. Like they doubled Waddle, but they would play soft on his own. But then they would double Gesicki a lot too.
Yeah. Oh, there was many games where he was taken out of the game.
He was taken out because they doubled him a lot and tried to say, okay, you're gonna have to beat us with Waddle and everything else. You're not gonna be able to double Gesicki at all ever. If Hill and Tyreek are on the field, you can't double Gesicki at all. You can't, because you're going man to man with one of those two guys, and if Tua sees man to man on one of those two guys, he's got to go, fuck that, I'm going there. I don't give a shit who's covering him. I mean, unless it's,
I mean, as long as Tua understands that, nothing has to be forced with this offense. You just kind of take what they give you. And I know it's the game manager thing and people hate that narrative, but I mean, if that's what they do, take the path of least resistance, and there's going to be a lot of different ways to go about spreading the ball around, which is exciting because you see so many offenses that have one dominant either tight end or one super dominant receiver. And, the truly elite guys cannot just be held in check for a full game. Eventually they get theirs. That's the reason why they're all pros and they're among the best at their positions. But when you've got multiple, I don't want to say A+ talents. I mean, Tyreek is, but I wouldn't say
Waddle, and I would say Gesicki's.
I wouldn't put him in the A+. When I say A+, I'm talking like these are top 5 at their position in the NFL.
Yeah, all right.
And
okay, I got
you know what I'm saying? These are still really, there's still many good guys out there in that B+ to A- range, and you've got them all. Eventually, they're going to eat, and that's the beauty of this. Is every single week, the defense can't go and say, okay, I just need to, like you said, double Gesicki this week, and there's no way they're going to be able to beat us.
Well, on a defensive coordinator, he can't look at this. He's not going to be able to look at this offense and go, we're going to take that away and then beat us with this. They're going to have to friggin' scheme.
They're going to have to get creative.
They're going to have to deal with it. They're going to have to get real creative.
Real creative.
And one person's injured coming into that week. You just got to pick that apart.
Yep.
All right, let's get back to it.
So we can say whatever we want. We can listen to this. We do whatever we want. None of it matters until we actually see what a team does. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're absolutely right. And what Tua has done is relevant. You mentioned the statistic about throws more than 20 yards down the field. He was also 30th among qualified passers in average air yards per attempt at 7.13 yards of average air yards in throwing the ball. And, Mike McDaniel will construct an offense that will get the most out of what Tua does. But at some point, you're going to have to make a big throw down the field in a big spot. At some point, you're going to have to do it. Whatever that offense does to operate, at some point, there's going to be a throw that Tua has to make.
So, and he's not wrong in the point where, like, okay, and look, I thought that Tua would have this in him. Now, what we're being told is that, listen, first of all, the offensive line couldn't hold up long enough to get to that guy over the top. You know what I'm saying? But in this scheme, out of this zone, a wide zone that we're going to be running, if the safety comes and cheats because he's anticipating run or anticipating the target, and you now know that you have someone on the outside, and it's going to be the sneaky one that you're going to do this with. It's going to be the Gesicki. It's going to be Chase Edmonds. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Cedric Wilson. You're going to have to go hut, fake in the middle to draw them in. You know, that's a savvy move, but you're going to have to just pitch that bitch up there and take the top off of him. And that's him being savvy pre-snap. I think McDaniel's going to help him feel comfortable to do that. That's the thing. That's where we need to live.
Yeah.
But if not, and we're seeing that dialed up, then we can worry then.
Keep a drive alive. The Ryan Fitzpatrick exorcist head spinning around throw. At some point, if you're going to have a successful season and you're going to get to the playoffs and you're going to cause damage in January, at some point, Tua Tagovailoa is going to have to deliver with something. And we'll see if and when he's able to when the time comes. It's good.
He needs his Sports Center moment. His da-na-na, da-na-na.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He needs some Sports Center moments.
Yeah, I mean, he really, he needs a Sports Center moment, but he really just needs to just show that when the moment is big, he becomes bigger.
So,
and we have not seen that once out of him yet. And it could be a bunch of other factors that we've already spoke on and stuff. But I mean, at a certain point, that's what separates those top 8 quarterbacks from the ones that are, the bottom half of the league or so is when they can all make great throws. They can all, perform at different times in the game because, they're obviously NFL quarterbacks. There's guys out there that are very, very good, but it's those, like he's saying, those moments that it's do or die. It's 3rd and 11. It's later in the game. Everybody knows you got to throw to get this first down. Can you deliver the throw? And it's very hard. It's really hard. That's why these guys are getting paid 45, 50 million a year.
yeah.
The great guys, because if it was just so easy, everybody would have one. And, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I mean, some guys just do it with an insane cannon, and just fit stuff in there. And then, there's guys like Brady that have done it their entire career where, before the snap, this is do or die, got to make this play. You already know, you're like, first down.
I left Brady. We used to know it with Marino, and I've talked about it before.
Yeah.
We left him with too much time on the clock. You're done, son.
Yeah.
You're done. You got 1 timeout and 2 minutes left to get 4 points to win the game or more, and then get a touchdown to win the game. You're fucking done. You knew he was going to cut your throat.
Yep.
And when we were looking to draft over Tua and Herbert, my end consensus was I believed, not just believe, I've seen that X factor that we're talking about more out of Tua than Herbert. And also, it almost looked like Herbert would shrink in the moment where Tua would be like, all right, I got this. You know what I'm saying? And, Q.
Yeah, I'm looking at
the
comments. I was just reading,
saying we've seen
it. And I always hear this. We've
seen it in Miami. We've seen it in KC, Patriots.
Listen,
They're choosing not to make it as big. So, no. I'm the moment I'm talking about is bigger than the moment you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, and everybody says, look, and I understand it was a rookie season with the Arizona game, and I wouldn't say that was probably one of his better games, but we're talking about, yes, he led a drive that we had to get a 40-something yard field goal to get.
Measure
I
all those moments up to the one moment that Fitzpatrick had as a Dolphin where he's being hooked and chucked and won us the game on that throw. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all. And I'm not but even more than that, how critical that win was to the Dolphins, everything. At that point, all of us were sitting there watching us lose this game thinking playoff hopes are dead today. And Fitzpatrick got his head cranked and won us the game to keep playoff hopes alive. So that's all. That's all. It's the moment in the moment for a bigger moment. And it's also too with the Arizona thing, it's kind of a what have you done for me lately type of business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're talking almost 2 years ago. In the Kansas City game.
We didn't win that game.
Didn't win that game, but listen, they were down substantially, and I'm not even gonna pin that completely on him. But he did most of his damage when I think it was fairly obvious that Kansas City got out to a 4-touchdown lead on us. I don't want to say
he put us in striking distance again. We got
they went into
some
prevent.
ways.
I'm talking about when the game is really tied up.
When the
really
defense dropped into zone and went into prevent, tried to play with a lead a little bit, Tua ate their lunch, and he looked good. And then the defense, they had a way, they had a place to win it, and I will credit. Honestly,
and he did make some great throws in that game.
He did. Honestly, that might be his best game he ever played because what he did was he took a game that was all but lost.
First half.
I
think he did all his damage in that second half of that game.
I can't remember. I'll have to go back and watch
2 years ago. Yeah.
I can't remember. But again,
we're talking about 2 games out of how many has he started now? I mean, we're getting close to
Well, I guess the knock on him would be all those things and injuries and other stuff like that. Again, all that I want to wash my hands of because it's new everything with this better physically too from him. At a physical standpoint. So we gotta this is the true litmus test. That's gonna end all be all at that.
He's confident. It's good that the team is rallying around him. But the other thing about Tua this year, there are no excuses. If he can't get it done, he can't say, I don't have great receivers. I don't have great running backs. I don't have an offensive head coach. I don't have great blocking. He's got it all this year. All of the excuses have been pushed away, and we'll see if he can make it happen for the Miami Dolphins. And if he can't, maybe somebody else playing quarterback next year in South Florida, Peter.
Yeah. It's really the way it should be in a lot of ways for the Dolphins in that the expectations are playoffs or bust, contention or bust, doing it right or bust. So Tua with this slate should be able to deliver. And listen, everyone agrees. They are all holding Tua to the standard of that these narratives about not throwing downfield or being injury prone, all the talk of what Tua can face as criticism, this is the year to end it. And man, oh man, if he does, that's going to mean everything else for this fan base. And we should be, it's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we also got to forget. I mean, I know the season hasn't started. Nothing, everybody's sitting the same record, but in all honesty, we're probably not gonna win the AFC East. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So we're looking at wild card. It's a tough conference right now.
Oh man.
And I don't want to pin everything on him because we may get to 11 wins and it may not be enough. There's a lot of different things when we come to the end. And yes, I want to make the playoffs. Everybody needs to, feel like that. We've got to make the playoffs. But
no, it's playoffs or bust. Not listen, here's how I said it to come to the end that playoffs or bust. if we didn't fire Flores and this was the team and say all the other stuff was gone, it would be playoffs or bust for him. Am I right? But we fired the coach that had 10 wins and 9 wins because this guy's going to make sure that 9 or 10 wins is enough for the playoffs no matter what, at the minimum. If we win only 9 games and miss the playoffs, that's terrible. If we win 10 games and miss the playoffs, it would still be fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a loss if we miss it. We don't make the playoffs. Heads are going to fucking roll around here. Too much money was spent this year. Too much of things were pivoted to let go of people to say, this is going to fix it. Offense, by everyone's eye, and everyone can agree, was the fucking problem last year. It wasn't the defense.
Oh, yeah.
And they said, that's it. We're getting rid of everything that is in control of the offense and fixing it. So that's what's happened. So that has to happen now.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we can't keep kicking down the can
Jay
down to the end
says
of the road.
no playoffs equal fire the coach. It could be, I guess this is the deal. To me, first of all, I do think it could result in firing the coach. I think it could result in firing anybody, probably even Chris Greer. If it's an epic failure, if this team wins 8 or less games, if it wins 8 or less games, it's a epic failure. It is a complete epic failure, and maybe Chris Greer will lose his job then, because then it just looks like he don't know what he's doing. But I think no matter one way or another, if there's problems, we're going to be able to know where the problems is. Is it Tua is injury prone and can't play a whole season, and we can't have that? Is it he can't operate the offense? Is it Mike McDaniel can't be a head coach? I don't know. But or is it, Josh Boyer completely falls on his face with the defense? You know what I'm saying? All these narratives could be something that writes it. Right here at this point, on paper, everything looks amazing. Everyone loves Mike McDaniel, the head coach. By all accounts, everything's working pretty good. We'll see how well we can get up to speed. Defense gonna be fine. Defense looks pretty good as far as who we have playing, unless Josh Boyer comes in there and screws with it completely. So, yeah, perfect Q. My point is that you will fire this coach in 1 year.
No.
Yeah, Brandon,
No.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, they will fire this guy. It's
perfect Q's right, and that is the issue. If he does get fired, I mean, barring a absolute collapse, like a 2-win season, and he's got this whole goofy little persona going on, and guys are fed up with it, and they're looking for answers, and he can't seem to get them. Blah blah blah. I mean, something like that, like a Cam Cameron type of just total has no trust from anybody. We cannot fire a coach in his first season. Second of all, who are you going to get to replace? At a certain point, nobody's going to want to come here, because a lot of times when you're not going to get a proven coach to come to Miami, especially like that.
Arizona did it. Tons of franchises do it and turn them around. My point of why I think they would do that is because they had one coach come in and build the defense, and he was a winning coach, and they just fired his ass. Now they got another one coming in here building an offense. Don't think they won't fire him too. And they might just hand over this well-built offense.
Special teams coach.
We're getting a special teams coach. We're gonna try him, do him for a year, fired after 1 year. No, I would say that the only way this scenario comes out where he loses his job because of bad performance and they move on would be because it's a clear upgrade. And I don't know who that coach would be. Sean Payton.
You're talking about like a Sean Payton type. He says, I want to come. I mean,
I'm just saying,
barring something crazy, I just can't see a scenario where that would happen.
See, Hofel, or I don't know. Is it hopeful? I can't. Sorry, I'm sure I'm butchering your last name, but he says if we don't blame McDaniels, if this goes bad, do we blame the players? And yeah, I mean, I'm sure that is it. But like, again, I think we're gonna know where the blame sits if it's a failure. And I promise you, 10 wins and no playoffs is a failure. And there'll be movement one way or another. We need to go to the playoffs, or if it's 9 wins or less, 8 wins for certain or less, you could see fuck the entire coaching staff fired at that point. I don't know. They might do something because there's too much money and talent, too much sacrifice from not just us fans, but the owner sacrificed in building this.
That's where the problem really will lie.
The owner?
Gone through handfuls of coaching staffs. We've gone through GMs.
I know. Color talks about it too.
We go through every different way: offense, defense, GMs, drafting.
I mean,
ideas, and it all comes down to
first-time head coach, first-time head coach, first-time head coach, first-time.
Well, he got rid of a coach that had back-to-back marginally successful, not playoffs, but marginally successful seasons, and you fire him to bring in somebody else. And if he was to go through this season, God forbid, fire another head coach, I mean, it would be a joke. I know I hear about the major toxic thing, and that probably was a little bit of it. We don't really know if it was.
But I just want to say this real quick about it being major toxic. It could be the most toxic atmosphere of all time if it equates to winning football and playoffs and contention and championships. Personally, not that I personally don't care because I don't like it, but the owner, I could see, I don't give a fuck. We're winning football games, toxic or not. So, again, it became so toxic that the owner had to step in. That obviously is something to say. All the more reason why, if this pivot don't work, you're going to see the owner say pivot again now. And Q says, so if Tua throws 35 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 4,000 yards, and no playoffs, do you still get rid of him? Even though his numbers tell you that the dude did take a leap. I
want to say that. I want to say something on that real quick with Q. If something like that happened, and that was what I was going to say earlier also, is I don't need just a playoff berth or just miss the playoffs, or it be 15 wins or it be 15 losses to tell me if Tua's gonna be the guy. I mean, Deshaun had a not last season, obviously, because he didn't play. The year before, I mean, he won 4 games. But did anybody really think, oh, he's not a good quarterback? No, I mean, you don't, like I said, wins and losses and even stats don't really tell you everything you need to know. You'll know if you've got half of decent, eye for it. You should know. And I don't think it even is going to come down. I'm not going to say, oh, well, if Tua hits, a magic number, 13 interceptions or whatever, you instantly got to cut him. It doesn't matter if he threw for 7,000 yards and 700 touchdowns. He hit 13 touchdowns. That's, whatever it is. That's not it. It's the eyeball test, and we'll know by the end of the season if this is the guy that can lead your team. And so I don't want to put everything on like you're doing with the playoffs. If it's playoff season and you make the playoffs and you sneak in and then you get absolutely destroyed the first game, you're like, oh, that was a hugely successful season, everybody can move on. Or if you just miss the playoffs, you're like, that's ruined, drop the nuke on the team and scrap it. I mean, you've got to have some type of an objective eye and just see if the key indicators are there for building. I mean, look, it's very hard to turn around a team in one season.
In this scenario, I'm talking about what the owner would do, not so much even the players, because, like, again, they could win. Or I've said this. I said there's a scenario where they get to the playoffs and win a playoff game and still move off to it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how that could shake out. because the eye test and everyone on the fan base is like, yeah, we need to get off Tua. You know why? Because maybe we didn't get in the playoffs with Tua. Maybe it was Teddy that took us there. That's another scenario. I'm just saying that come the end, if there is no playoffs or if we only win 9 games, heads are going to roll. Now, whose heads those are, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure with the way this team is built on offense and defense right now, we're all going to go, there's the fucking problem right there. Whether it's the coaching, the quarterback, the fucking owner, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how we could know if it was the owner's problem, but I'm just saying with all the stuff on both sides of the ball, I got to hold them to a higher standard, bro. Sorry. Got to hold them to a higher standard. I can't say that we fired Brian Flores with 9 wins last year to only do all this, sign Tyreek Hill, Teron Armstead, bring in all these coaches and get out there and win 9 fucking games. I'm not going to accept that. That's going to look like now, okay, maybe I do accept it because watching and seeing how we got to 9 wins, okay. But that doesn't mean the owner will. Like in dollars and cents, what did it buy him more of the team that Flores rolled out in 2021 to the team that won the same amount of games? Now, this is all hypothetical, obviously, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can't go and spend all that money and tell me that the toxic atmosphere from the 9 winning to 10 winning coach that cut out the cancer, put in the money, fix the offense, which to me kind of was the way to do it. You break down the team, you strip it, you get all the assets, you make some picks to try to build young. You build the defense first, then now we're building the offense. It's a 5-year plan. I think we all kind of seen which way they were going to go. When they hired a defensive coach and stripped it down, we were like, they're probably going to build the defense first. Get our quarterback, then we'll build the offense for them. They're kind of on schedule. The only thing that's off that schedule is the coach and the quarterback and whatever else didn't work. But they pivoted, and then they said, we're going to continue on the plan and build the offense and do everything this way. If it doesn't work now, with everything being where this is supposed to be result year 4, and I know it's only year 1 of McDaniel, but, bro, I'm talking about this cycle,
Yeah, I'm going through like Von Joe just put for his comments. The Rams went all the way to the big game, and Goff was a Pro Bowler. Yeah, and they still moved off of him because he didn't pass the eye test for him. I mean, that's exactly right. Is the wins and losses and stuff like that, which usually a quarterback has a fair amount to do with that. But you guys can know pretty easy with the eyeball test if a guy's going to do it. I mean, it's not very often that a guy's in the league. If we go through this year, we're going into year 4 with Tua.
Thomas, post the video in chat. I'll fucking pull it up, man. I mean, acting like I won't play the video, post it in chat. I'll pull it up. Sorry, man. Go back to what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, we'll know. We'll know with
that's what I'm saying.
Not a lot of guys.
We're gonna know this year, one way or the other, with
pro.
everybody. That's my point. Is that this defense being as good as it was, and shit, I'll say that as far as on paper and player with, adding Melvin Ingram, how could it not be a little bit better with a Melvin Ingram on here? That
I mean, you also got to think Javon Holland. Now we're into year 2. He's getting more comfortable.
Everything being the same, defense was damn good.
I don't think this is a defense that's just plateaued and then now
no.
on the back hill, downhill slide on this. I think this defense, I don't know if they can improve, leaps and bounds because they were already really good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think the defense is going to, at the end of the year, if we miss the playoffs, it's like, man, the defense really let us down. Did they have a couple stinkers last year? Yeah, they did. But like you said, defense wasn't the reason why we didn't make the playoffs. And I don't think the same thing, this year coming up, they're not going to be the reason for it.
So, that's kind of my point. We can't. Offense clearly was the problem. brought in a massive coaching overhaul to fix, really to fix the offensive line, if you guys want to be real. Everyone's had their fingers in on offensive line in their career. All of them have offensive line backgrounds for the most part. And in this scheme that they're building, if they fail at that, that's a real fucking problem, And don't tell me that, we need to go buy 5 new offensive linemen. Can't have all this young first and second round talent and all this stuff and tell me we've got nothing. If that's the case, then all right, fucking fire the GM then. He's obviously terrible at his job. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to not think that we had the team's woes on offense, all the additions plus the coaching. If those woes continue, we're going to have to blame that on the coaching staff. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm going through. We've got some really good comments in here, man. You've got some really smart listeners here.
Oh yeah, no, these are the best.
Yeah, I want to give it to
objective
them,
as can get.
Well, look, everybody's, I don't want to say has an agenda because I believe all of our agendas should be the same. We all want to see what's best. We'd love to be, all down there hand in hand taking tequila shots while the Super Bowl parade rolls down the street.
Oh, yeah,
I think we all want that, but and everybody's got their own ways. I have not hidden the way that I feel about, certain aspects of everything from GM to ownership to quarterback. I've shared all of them.
We totally come Super Bowl time, man.
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody! Come on, Snoop!
Damn, how'd you get footage of me?
I know, bro. That is definitely fucking you. You get fucking that and fighting. That's your problem. Yeah, that and fighting. You got a fucking problem. But we all hear. Thomas, I see you go. I've posted it. Here it is again. I don't see any. I'm missing it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Baldinger video. I didn't see it, bro. I don't know why it's having a hard time.
I don't see anything.
Sorry, bro.
Either.
I'll try to look for it and see if I can find Brian Baldinger saying what? Mike McDaniel's. Anything and everything. Bring it on. I'll show it. I'm good with that, though. Anywho, I can't see how we've made all the additions to hold ourselves to. Well, it was a building year. Fuck that, dude. Building is done. You know what I'm saying? It's a retool on offense. It's a pivot retool to the super max.
Should have a retool. Retool's fine. You should always be looking.
Well, no, what I mean, it's a. I don't know.
We're done with the rebuild, though.
Fuck, dude, I'm done with it.
And I don't,
done.
Yeah.
I'm building my whole damn life, it feels like, with these Dolphins. Fuck, bro. Done.
Shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, I keep getting calls.
No worries, bro. No worries.
But yeah, no, I feel like we say this every year. This is the year that we've got to prove something, of course, every year. That's the one thing you've got to respect about the Miami Heat. They have 0 wasted seasons. Even when they've been in a little bit of cap trouble or contracts are a little messed up for guys, they don't waste a season. They figure out a way. It's beautiful to watch.
You know what? I'll add to that by saying that right now, Heat fans, a game away from the finals.
Yep.
We all feel sad. We all feel sad because we're like, man, there's not many more shots for God, oh my God, Butler.
Jim.
Not so many shots for him to get a championship. Where on the same coin with the Dolphins, we're ready to go. Well, this is a building year. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no shots. Like the standard is so different in that way. It sucks, bro. It sucks. And it shouldn't be. Oh, is that it? What's this? Flores is the new man in Pittsburgh? No, that's something else. But anywho.
Well, I'd love to see Donovan Mitchell come to Miami. Absolutely.
All right, so I haven't seen this, but we'll see this anyhow, right?
What you got?
All right, here we go.
He did in Washington was great. He left on his own. Nobody here wanted him to leave to a division rival. Miles of the Oilers feel about what's first.
Tua's defense of his arm strength was blank.
It was insane. I mean, I get this. I understand there's a spotlight on him because the Dolphins have loaded up on receivers and they got Tyreek Hill, and everybody wonders, can Tua get the ball to Tyreek Hill? So yesterday, while meeting the media in Miami, he says, I don't know if you guys recorded that last one to Tyreek, but that looked like money. Okay, I get that. He's saying, I can complete this pass with my left arm to anybody. But then he called out, and I want to get the word correct, the Twitter warriors.
So I haven't seen this. I don't know where he's going with this, but sounds like he's fitting ready to stir a pot, doesn't it? And
Well, I'm curious to see where the hell this thing's going too, because I just don't understand the insane part. Like,
yeah, what the fuck's insane about it? If anything, I need that.
You can't do that. You can't say, I understand you're out there on social media and you're crushing me, so stick it. No, because more people will jump on that. And now every single time he short arms a pass, more people will say he shouldn't have the job. And
yeah, but you know what? If Tua needs a little bit of that to play extra and have a little swag about it and a little bit of, grit his teeth a little bit, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's insane. I think it's a good tactic.
Miami will publish this stuff. It's a fight you can't win. It's insane.
Not only is it insane, Tony, it's unnecessary. I mean, we're talking about practice. We're talking about social media footage of balls.
And they're taking my word of the day.
It doesn't matter that much.
I got a whole word of the day bit. Crypto be doing it with me sometimes. They're not stealing my whole bit.
All that matters is can he produce in games. I'd be more concerned.
I knew these guys watched this show, sons of bitches. They be watching it because I did TMI. They're like, damn, we should have did PTI. Shit.
Yeah.
Concerned with the fact that he had the third highest interception rate. So that's where it could come into play. But you know what? Now,
whoa. What?
Insane, Tony. It's unnecessary. I mean, we're talking about practice. We're talking about social media footage of balls thrown in practice. It doesn't matter that much. All that matters is can he produce in games. I'd be more concerned with the fact that he had the third highest interception rate. So that's where it could come into play.
The third highest interception rate? Tua has the third highest interception rate? People in the chat, somebody check on that if you would.
I mean, it could be right. He didn't have a whole lot of touchdowns to offset it.
Third highest?
Touchdown to interception ratio? Maybe.
But what? I don't know.
But you know what? Now they have Tyreek Hill. If you give him the ball on a 5-yard slant, he's liable to take it all the way to the end zone by himself. He's just that fast. So I'd just be worried about yak, yards after catch. Yak, Tony. That's actually the most important word in this. Yak.
Yeah, it is a word of the day thing. Fuck.
I agree with that. What the yak that Tua is doing is not important because he's bringing more
yak
people
with a
against
K,
him. It's crazy.
not with a C.
Yeah. What's next?
Well, as far as it being insane, they're saying of him, defending it. I don't have an issue, but it is true. At the end of the day, we've all said it. It's a practice that was in May.
Sure.
It was, it's not going to do anything at the end of the year when we tally up wins and losses at the end and look at it. Nobody's going to say, well, you remember that throw he made in practice, or you remember when he did that, press conference
but you know what
after practice.
I don't like. I don't
have an issue with him coming out and if he wants to beat his chest, beat your chest. But you better prove it when it comes to season.
Sure, I agree with that. You definitely need to prove it. But you know
because
what else?
If you don't, you are. But I mean, is he really going to get dogged any worse than he has been if he doesn't produce? No.
That's kind of that was kind of my point.
All you did was prove everybody
he's taking criticism anyhow, saying nothing. He might as well take criticism while talking
if he wants to
shit.
say
You
something,
know what I'm
if he
saying?
wants to,
You might as
he
well,
wants to run that mouth
pound
and
your
talk
chest
a little
little
shit.
bit. Hell
then
yeah.
go for it, because you will get crushed if you don't produce. So, I mean, if you want to, talk a little now, and then you produce during the season, if you want to, stick that chest out and talk a little more, that's perfectly fine.
Listen,
I have no issue with that.
If a chip on his shoulder
If
is
that's
what he needs, I need it too. Then that's right.
Yep.
I need it too. You know what I'm saying? If that's what he needs, I need it too. But what I don't like in this is that we see videos and we want to, ooh and ah at them, and that's fun. But I don't want them, dogging people. There's both sides of it. People are like, man, look at Tua making these throws, and they're like, Tua, it's just, don't let them bait you, guys. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them bait you.
Oh, real quick, I've got a question for Colorado or Edmonton and NBA Game 2.
Where okay, right here from Most.
Yeah, are we talking about for the next game or this series? Because I mean, obviously Colorado
for game 2.
And then for game 2, I will take for the NBA. Man, I saw it's somewhere between 4 and 4.5 that Golden State is favored for this, and I think it's pretty easy when everybody thinks, look, they can't go down 0-2 at home. They were the better team for 3 quarters basically of that game. They're going to end up putting it together and not take their foot off the gas. But man,
so you're taking Golden State with the points?
Laying those points, it is very tempting, but man, they haven't played a team that plays defense like this. And I don't think Boston's going to come out and hit those threes like they were doing, where they hit 9 threes, I think, in the fourth quarter alone. That's not going to happen again. But man, I'm just saying that defense is giving legit problems, I think, to Golden State. But you know what? I think they're going to win this game, and I think they're going to win it by 8. I think they're going to win it by 8 on this game. So give me Golden State, lay those points.
Yeah, I agree with you. Tua is trash says, if Tua doesn't succeed with all the firepower we have in this offense, he is pure trash. Folks, no more excuses for the baby Tua. Stop coddling to this player. No fan base does this mess. Wake up. You know what? Tua's trash.
Hold on. Tua's trash. I know maybe you're not familiar with me because I haven't been coming on quite as often lately, but I am the farthest thing from coddling him or singing his praises. I've dogged him before we even drafted him. I never thought he was going to work in the NFL. I said it while he was still at Alabama sophomore year. I said before he even came out, before then, I said,
Brandon told me
I've said for years
when we had the discussion of Tua or Herbert. First of all, you didn't believe in either of them. Not that you would have, but I talked you into Tua over Herbert because of what I said earlier. I thought Tua in the moment was going to show up bigger. He was going to shine while Herbert's going to shrink, and that's what I believed. And I also kind of sold it to you with that, hey, we're going to have Tua. We're going to run that Alabama-style offense with this defensive coordinator that's going to run this, and that's going to be the perfect play in Miami. Remember, we talked about it a lot before we even started this show. But you did say stuff about you had worry of durability with Tua and all that stuff. And just, I mean, look, facts are what they are. He has had durability issue going back to high school with nagging little injuries. Nothing that's taken him out like the hip injury, but injuries here and there, off-season surgeries, things like that. But even with all that stuff, I still believed in him more than Herbert. Now, looking at it now, in retrospect, Herbert's been far and away better than Tua. But in this system,
and you know what? And once
it's
again,
it's the year that he needs to show it, brother.
I know Herbert's got the same amount of playoff appearances as Tua. I know that, all that stuff, but once again, it goes down to that eye test. You knew first game he played in, I believe that was the game that Tyrod got poked in the rib with the needle.
The lung, yeah.
He knew in the lung. He had about an hour and a half before that game to know that he was starting. And I believe they were playing, if I'm not wrong, I think it was Kansas City. And he came out and absolutely balled. He balled the whole season. I mean, the eye test from the jump was on about him. And I'm not the biggest fan of Dak Prescott as far as thinking that he can take your team to the next level. But if you remember, even in preseason with him, he popped off the screen. You could tell right away. You're like, oh shit.
It was hard. Listen, all the while at that time, we can't
Russell
look
Wilson,
at our quarterback.
same way. You usually
we couldn't
tell
look
very
at our
early with the
quarterback because we knew he was coming off injury. And as we watched Herbert that year, and our owner
Burrow
too,
popped early. All the quarterbacks typically.
My point is that because of
though.
Burrow and Herbert, that's why they put Tua out there. He wanted to see that too. Our owner's a fan of the team, people. That's why when he came out, we all kind of wanted it, even though we all really knew we shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? He fell under the pressure too, and I think we're still kind of paying for that in some ways. But I don't know, man. And Raul, that's kind of like what I don't want. I don't want Tua is trash to not ever feel welcome in the fan base. I know his name is literally Tua is trash. But that don't mean he's not a Dolphins fan. You know what I'm saying? And we got to keep him around because and as Color's so
he just wants better, which we should all want as a fan base.
That's it. He just wants us to win, bro. He just wants
high
Dolphins.
Standard.
His blood is aqua and orange, and we got to love even the people in our family that we don't like. Okay, that's the difference. I want unity in some of those ways. And also, how are we going to know? It's Color made this observation. We're going to know when Tua's really it, when that says Tua is no longer trash. You know what I'm saying? When he changes his name to Tua is no longer trash, we're going to be like, oh, yeah, we got our answer now. You know what I'm saying? We got
That's what we all really want.
That's what we want. That's what Tua is trash.
I don't care if it is Tua or not. It has
does.
nothing to do with Tua as a person or the name or the jersey number. You just want the results. That's it.
It's the colors and the logo. I mean, even though this is a logo, we accept it all the same. That's it.
Yep.
That's all. That's all. Love. So
going through these comments real quick.
Go ahead, point some out.
No, we've got a lot of here.
Everybody, thanks for
every preseason cowgirl's expected to go to the Super Bowl. That is so true.
Oh yeah.
That's got to be a miserable fan base. You know what I'm saying? Every year. And the worst part is to have a team that does make the playoffs and you just know every year you're going to get bounced first game. First game, guaranteed. That sucks.
So, Roadrunner.
Go ahead.
Roadrunner, you wanted Watson. You don't care what they do now? No, you don't mean that. Of course you care.
Listen, I wanted Watson. I wanted Watson forever, but I'm not going to stop being a Dolphins fan because we didn't get him.
Listen, if Watson only plays 6 games this year, 8 games this year, I'm not waiting on that shit either. You know what I'm saying? If this legal shit happens for 2 years, it's gonna be. I didn't need that, and I understand why my owner said no to it as well, because that the timetable of the tear down and rebuild with the money, resources in the window they wanted to attack, it's not lining up. EM, what's up, EM? He says that's what's so frustrating about that portion of the fan base. You have different objectives and opinions that aren't that's not aligned with the narrative. So they say fuck off, pretty much. Yeah. Nah, man, you know what? We're gonna try to end that, EM, because we don't need that. We can have the back and forth. Fuck, we can even fisticuffs, but we can't say you ain't allowed to come back. That ain't the motherfucking Dolphins way, bro. That ain't the way of us. In fact, I'm trying to find other people that either A, aren't football fans that should be of the Dolphins, or B, are fans of other teams that why are they a fan of that team and not a fan of the Dolphins? We need to push the narrative of unity, that we're such a good family that we can fight amongst each other and still hold strong, not the other way around.
We just got back. Okay, so he clarified he was talking for the game tonight in Edmonton. Listen, I'm gonna keep going with the Avs until they give you a reason not to, man. That
Oh yeah, I
team
got
is
you,
just
Roadrunner.
far and away. I think gonna win it all, man. They've looked great the whole time. You know, look,
Check
the
your
Tampa thing's
connection,
really been
Brandon, on
surprising.
your phone or whatever you're talking on. You're a little staticky.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you are, but you're
Is
just
that
a little
better?
staticky.
All right, hold on. Let me try to leave and
Yeah,
reconnect.
drop out, and come back in. You play into the flow narrative for 2 years and get mad when called out. How much do you think you'll be laughed at if Tua makes the Pro Bowl, El Cap? How much will I be laughed at? Well, I wear a fucking purple jacket and do a YouTube channel. You think I give a fuck if anyone's laughing at me, bro? Do you think I care? You got the wrong fucking guy if you think I care what people think. Try it now, Brandon.
What about now? Better?
Much better, bro. Much better.
Good. That was probably all the calls I was getting. Kind of
Yeah,
messed up the connection.
Messed up the connection.
Yep. I was just reading some of these real quick. You play into the notes. Get mad when he's called up. We laughing at Tua makes the Pro Bowl.
Oh yeah, I just told him,
okay.
dude. I said, bro, do you think I give a shit if people laugh at me?
Listen,
I wear a
I
purple
hope-
jacket on a YouTube channel. You think I give a fuck? Come on, bro.
Yeah, come on. But listen, I wish Tua
Just like
would
this,
make the
Bo.
Pro
If
Bowl.
Tua fucking folds in half and he ain't a Dolphin before the end of next year and retires from football, do you think I'm gonna go, hey, Bo, remember that time you said people are laughing at me? You know, like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be like, God damn it. Well, man, I took the Lord's name in vain. Sorry, Lord. But I'll be like, damn it, bro. This is bullshit. Now I gotta fucking pivot. Now I gotta.
But that's the one thing I will say about people with the pro Tua side is they're like, oh well, aren't you gonna feel stupid when
How about this? Aren't
he
you
makes the
feeling
Pro Bowl,
stupid?
and all this stuff? And I'm like, no. I've said from the beginning, even when we drafted him, I hope I've never been more wrong about anything in my whole life. I hope he turns out to be the best thing that ever happened. I hope we say Marino who, because he brings so many Super Bowl trophies that we don't even care anymore. But you can shit in one hand and wish in the other. See which one's going to fill up first. All I'm saying is, look, you can wish all you want, but he just hasn't given you any reason. And look, let's just make a Pro
don't
Bowl
get
before I even
mad.
start thinking about feeling stupid, which I will never feel stupid. I
Don't
hope
tell me
I'm
what
wrong.
to do, Bo. How about that?
I'm mad.
Man,
I'm mad. I'm done.
done.
But
What are they gonna do, Bo? They're gonna come here and try to run me off. Do you think that's gonna work? More haters, more haters, more haters. More paper, more paper, more paper. That shit ain't gonna hurt me none. Come on, bro. Fuck. I ain't out here
who's
looking for
ignoring
hate
the-
either.
Who's
Huh?
ignoring the link?
I'm not ignoring any freaking
What link? I
What
don't even
link,
see.
bro? Hold on. Let me try to
Let me
see.
go back more.
Hold on. Maybe I can see. Let's try to find a link. Hold on. Clicking on it.
I
Hold
can
up,
only go back
hold
so
up.
far on mine.
I know.
I don't
I'm
see
a,
anything.
hold on. Let me see. Link. I'm looking.
I hope I'm wrong stance is for pussies. I mean, why is that? I feel very confident in the way I've been on the whole Tua thing from the beginning, and I don't think anybody can tell me I've been wrong to this point. But yeah, I mean, I wish he
really,
would be great. What's wrong
really,
with that? But it ain't gonna change nothing. I don't think he is. But hey, I could be the biggest idiot. Everybody in here can tell me, oh man, Tua.
I know. Guess what? Brandon would be like,
Super
"Oh
Pro
no, I'm on the fucking
Yeah.
playoffs. Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
going to
right?
Dolphins playoff games. Oh no, all those
But-
jerseys and shirts I bought me and my children of Tua aren't going in the trash now. Oh no, fuck, bro. Yeah, I don't see a link, dude. I'm looking at it on Twitter now. Drop the link now. We'll sit patiently for this link.
It says only mods can drop links. I guess. Is that true?
Oh, really? I don't know. Maybe. I guess so. Well, learn something new every day. Sorry, bro.
Yep. Get your own YouTube channel, and we'll jump over there. Post the link. I'll watch it.
You want to bitch and say, "Look, I hope I was wrong."
Scotty doesn't know. Whatever.
Yeah, sure, bro. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what, man?
even
Winning
know what that
football in
means.
Miami don't hurt my feelings. No matter what anybody fucking says, they're just not gonna do it. I've already spent so much fucking money in my life loving this football team. Time wasted the entire existence of my fucking life. Baby pictures with Dan Marino jersey on. So I was born in 85. So hello, Dan Marino was the shit. 84, 85. It's when the whole thing happened. So, but yeah, you'll laugh me off my Dolphins. Good luck with that. You know what, Brandon?
What's that?
You're gonna
Sorry, I'm still
regret
going
to
through
you're
this
gonna regret to winning football games.
I know. Well, hey, I'm a pussy anyway, so what does it matter? I don't even get it.
Some bitch sideways and stick it straight up. You're getting it.
Funny stuff here.
Yeah,
Skylar Thompson's looking like Joe Burrow in preseason. Cut. To
oh yeah,
ASAP.
Skylar Thompson, boy, watch out! Look, you want this? You don't want to know why the fire gets fomented? Because of that right there. You're gonna regret it. You're a pussy, and then I could make most people that are that way really get mad by, just going at it full force. Skylar Thompson. I'm not here to troll. I'm here to talk to their bullshit. Did nothing but talk about unity.
Who's
You're all fans off of Big League with your hats turned inside out? The fuck does that mean?
I don't get that reference.
I don't know what's that mean, Bo. I don't know what that means. Which one were you reading?
Ooh, Scotty is fired up.
I know, Scotty.
We touched a nerve.
I don't mind little bitchy fans, just sad when you hedge it with the hope I'm wrong stance. That's all. I'm fine, you guys. Cry about your position. What?
Okay.
All right.
All right, I won't hedge it with shit. Two is trash. And
I'm in the
it's
hedge.
never gonna work out, so I won't. There's no hedging there, and I've said it.
No hedge. No hedge.
You're in the bushes. Yeah.
You're in the hedges.
Whatever. Yep. I hedge it all.
I grabbed stats for Cap. Not at all. I grabbed stats. No, I mean, look. Stats cool, man. Okay. Again, like, I just need wins and losses. Put me in the playoffs. Win it for me, please. I'm going to drop the link. Enough of these questions. Come on up.
Yeah, come on up.
And you know what, guys? This is just a little precursor for tonight because Ali's going to be taking the smoke full force.
There we go.
So here's the article that's getting two and ears fired up.
You have
I'll
it?
read it. Yeah, I'll read it. I read it the other day. And listen, the movie Big League.
Never saw it. Not a baseball fan.
Yeah, I don't
like a
know. Is
baseball movie.
that a kids movie or? Yeah, I know, Thomas.
Could you find it?
Run Game Genius. All right. I'll look it up. Creative.
Yeah, you can pull it up.
Let's see.
Oh, damn. Is that true?
What?
The Avalanche, amazing Arsenal and LA Rams owner. He owns Colorado also. Damn, did not know that. We need to find a way to let him own the Dolphins and give up on the Rams. Come on over because that's three pretty impressive different franchises there.
What did Two at Trash say? No hedge. Stop Stop crowning a player who hasn't earned the crown. He hasn't proven anything in the league. I mean, listen, he's not wrong. Just like everybody on the same is not wrong for believing that he could be more because of the change of the coaching on offense. We know how piss poor the offense was last year, how bad the line was. And in this article, I've got out of Tua's own mouth, I'm going to tell you what he said. So let me read the article real quick, Brandon. In an interview with Christopher Carson for Muscle and Fitness that was dropped Wednesday night, Miami Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa expressed excitement regarding the Dolphins offense in 2022 under new head coach Mike McDaniel. Specifically, Tua highlighted how McDaniel's offense differed from the offense he led in 2021, which was Brian Flores' last season as Miami Dolphins head coach. That is the longest sentence ever. Oh, no, wait, that was 2 sentences.
Breathe, brother.
That season, the offense had 2 men sharing the coordinator duties, and Eric Studesville and George Godsey. Tagovailoa seemed to indicate that he was not permitted to throw the ball downfield as much as he would like to have. Nor did he have the opportunities to go through his progressions because of the way the plays were designed. So here's the quote. I wasn't really able to push the ball downfield last year because we didn't have plays specifically to push the ball downfield. A lot of plays were called, a lot of plays that were called last year meant for one person. Either this person is open or the play might be dead. It's a little different now. Then another quote from him in this article is, I'm very excited. Everyone in the building is excited. The first couple of OTA practices that we've had against the defense have been real eye-opening for us as a team. Catch glimpse of how good we can be as a team. Hold on. This isn't the quote I was looking for. The other one. Okay. How do you feel about Tua's comments regarding last year's offensive play designs, limiting his opportunities at throwing the deep ball? Do you like Mike McDaniel's offense? Tuscaloosa Tua? Oh, no, that's fucking bad. No, that's pretty much the comment right there. It's essentially that either this person is open or the play might be dead. It's a little different now. Wasn't really able to push the ball downfield last year because we didn't have plays specifically to push the ball downfield. A lot of plays were called last year that were meant for one person. Either that person is open or the play might be dead. It's a little different now. Here's Tua's driver. What's up, Tua's driver?
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's happening, bro? Nick, is that
Ian
you?
Baller here.
Oh, it's EM. Man, EM, you sound just like Nick.
So
I don't know who that is, but I hope that's a
don't
compliment. Hope I'm not.
It is. Nick's a good dude.
Say
No, Nick's a
something.
good dude. Get out of here, EM.
All right.
Nah, what's going
All
on,
right,
man?
that's
So you know the quote from Tua, and really, if you want to be real, it's kind of up for interpretation, but it kind of is on the nose with the narrative we were hearing before this article came out about there's limitations in the offense. They're not calling plays for downfield, and that a lot of the plays they are calling are to the first read only.
I mean, I've been knowing this since even when I saw training camp. Like, I don't like the offense that they were running, and it showed in the regular season. Like, it was such a very vanilla offense. Like, when you watch the Dolphins offense and then you also went back and you watch some of those San Francisco offenses, like, you're like, bruh, I want.
Did we lose
Breaking up
this
there,
offense,
EM.
McDaniel's going to have his little flavor to it. And
so,
hold on 1 second.
To what EM is saying, now, I'm just looking at the offense last year, not this year, because right now with the additions and with Mike McDaniel, it's much better as far as a scheme that I do want and did want. But if we were measuring up what Flores was trying to do last year, I wouldn't say so much preseason, we knew we were still hopeful during preseason, weren't we?
Every fan base should be.
Yeah, dude.
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where'd I break up at?
About the whole thing.
Where you were saying Mike McDaniel and stuff, but I thought, go ahead.
Well, yeah, y'all basically got the gist. Like, I really hated this offense, and when you compare it to what the 49ers and even the Rams ran last year, and you compare it to Miami's offense, like, Miami's offense was so vanilla and so bad that I want a Shanahan offense here, and Mike McDaniel's going to bring that, but he's going to add his own flavor to it, because I guarantee you he has the secret playbook that even Kyle Shanahan knows he has, but he's never seen it. And he's like, once I get this head coaching job, I'm bringing all this with me, you know?
So Patrick Humboldt says the RPO is what had all the two ears talking about the high completion percentages. And that's kind of what we ran, was the RPO. But, you know, look, again, we knew there was going to be limitations with all these young guys on the offensive line. I think they just took too many risks. And it was, if you really looked at it, it wasn't really making a lot of sense. Hey, we're going to take a young quarterback that on his first year has had limited starts because of him coming off of an injury. We're going to try 2 offensive coach play callers and a third one that's the quarterback guy, the 7-on-7s guy that helped Tua. And we're going to take all these young offensive linemen. We're going to figure out if they work in these spots. We're going to give a first-year offensive line coach to work out. Now, if it did work out, we'd be like, damn, they are geniuses. But really, it was spelled for disaster in the beginning. Young quarterback, new system, too many cooks in the kitchen, not enough weapons. But I think we all expected maybe not playoffs last year. We all hoped for playoffs. But because of all those types of things we did, we just wanted to see improvements and better on the offense, but it was just an epic failure. Now, hand over fist, bro. McDaniel's going to be way better, obviously.
I actually saw improvements into his game, and I saw him as physically better than his rookie year. But the difference between last year and his rookie year is that his rookie year, there were some pretty good plays and pretty good concepts, because Chan Gailey, say what you want about him, he's a very solid offensive coordinator. You know, he retired for a reason, and that the only good, decent offensive coordinator Brian Flores could bring was a retired offensive coordinator. So, but yeah, I mean, the offense looked better his rookie year, but he was better his second year. But the offense, of course, like Tua says, was not good at all.
I would say coming out, he looked better for sure in the second year, hands down. I mean, he had to have. He wasn't coming off major injury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because some of those throws that he made a second year, I'm sure a lot of us were saying he ain't making that his rookie year. But those plays were few and far between because, I mean, granted, the only weapon he had was Waddle, but still, like, you couldn't scheme anyone else open. So Mike McDaniel is really good at scheming guys open, and not only that, we got the personnel to get open. Like, our third receiver was Cedric Wilson. When Cowboy receivers were going down, he was the one getting open in that crowded wide receiver room.
I mean, look, we don't want to say that, that Lynn Bowden got injured. We never saw Will Fuller. So it's not for a lack of trying. So there's things you could say about that. But again, when you take everything into account of the plan to make an effective offense, it was bad. Sad part is that who knows where we would have been last year if Chan Gailey stayed around for a second year, because although it was a limited offense, it definitely was a much better run offense. Von Joe, what's good, my guy?
How you doing, brother?
I'm hanging in there,
Okay,
my man. How about yourself?
I had a pretty long day today. Family days are always the long days. Got me running ragged. But it hit me today. I was just, I was listening to you guys talk, and then I remembered our conversation yesterday. and it hit me today like a stone brick out of nowhere. And I keep saying that us Dolphin fans, you can say most of America in general, but us Dolphin fans have a very short memory, right? So
I definitely do.
I should say, or I'm going to say selective memory.
Oh, that's
because. Do you remember last season? Did we not? We had the 2 offensive coordinators, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody keep talking about the 2 offensive coordinators, this and that, and getting mad about that. Oh, Flores had 2 offensive coordinators. He's a muppet. He's this and that. He didn't support Tua, but didn't he also bring in an extra guy to stand on the sidelines to radio plays into Tua to tell Tua what to look out for?
Yeah, they brought in a guy that worked with Tua, like that.
Exactly.
When we brought that, when we brought him in, the sell and the buy was that, hey, he has a relationship with Tua. They know each other from 7-on-7s, and that this is going to help with Tua's facilitating of the offense. Failure it was, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
So Von Joe, so we brought in a 7-on-7 coach to be a quarterback coach.
He was telling Tua what to look out for. He was trying everything because people keep saying he wasn't trying to support him, but he tried everything in his power. I think no, that's not a try, Captain.
I mean, look,
Capitan, is that not a try?
It's doing something. I will say this is that the mark against Flores in this scenario really is his lack of ability to hire quality and good enough coaches on the offense.
He tried to hire the guy that everybody got a boner for now.
Not just Mike McDaniel, but he also tried to hire Matt Canada, and both went to be offensive coordinators for their team. So he did try, but no one wanted to really coach for him.
Again,
no one wanted to coach for him. At least guys want to coach with Mike McDaniel.
Okay, again, McDaniel was blocked, so we don't know if he didn't want to coach for him or not. He was blocked. He wasn't allowed to talk to him.
That's fair.
Those other guys went to better. Those other guys, you could easily say, went to better situations.
So again, now,
if I would take it all day. If people say that people didn't want to work with them, or I'll take that all day. But this notion of he didn't try, nah, that's all out the window now.
Now here's the narrative on how quickly it'll shift. If it's week 10 and we're not seeing the things we believe we're going to see out of Tua, and I truly believe we're going to see it. But if week 10 we're not seeing it,
we have to week 6.
Well,
that's the furthest.
Well, to me, in week 10, you could have an injury in that time, and then figure that out, and this or that or whatever.
You do know who we're going against week 10, right?
Yeah, I do. It's the Chargers.
Okay.
All right. Yeah,
no,
that's week. Who is it week 10?
10 is Watson comes into town.
Oh, well, whatever.
I think Watson comes into town.
I'm thinking about that time. I thought it was.
Wait, I thought did we get Cleveland before or after the bye? I thought we had him before the bye.
It's before the bye.
Yeah, so we don't get Watson week 10.
When is our bye? Isn't it week 11?
I thought our bye was week 10.
I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up real quick. Because I thought we go Cleveland, bye, and then we have a layup game, and then we go off into San Diego. No, we go to San Fran, San Diego, and Bills.
Yeah, San Fran's not a layup game. They're a good team.
No, there's a layup game before that.
It's before the bye. In hold on. Goodness gracious, this page won't load. So week 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 10. Week 10 is against the Bears. Right? Week 11 is against the Browns. Week 12 is our bye. No, maybe not.
No,
maybe I counted wrong. Maybe I counted wrong. 1, 2,
telling you,
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, we don't have that late of a bye. Are you counting the preseason games?
9, 10. Nope. Yeah, it is week 10 is Cleveland. Wow, I didn't mean to do that.
No.
Hey, you're right.
No,
wow,
trust
you,
me.
Lonzo, off the top.
No, trust me. I studied this schedule because I'm afraid of this schedule. Everybody's giving out these 12 and 12 and 5, 13 and 4s.
I didn't have week 10 for any reason other than it was just by that time. If I lost my train of thought on what I was going to say for it, we really got fucking off the train of thought.
You said something about schedule. You said something about injury. We should know what we have.
I'll say week 11 we'll know. So on the bye, we'll know.
By the bye, we'll know where we stand with a lot of this stuff, and we'll know that if the narrative is that Flores couldn't hire the coaches and do that stuff and all those things. But if by come the bye week, Tua
Capitan,
working out, what's up?
We got the first 6 weeks, brother. Look at the first 6 week of games.
But let's just go from the bye
to figure it out.
This is where the narrative can shift from people saying coaches didn't want to work with Flores to now maybe coaches didn't want to work with Tua. That's kind of what I'm saying. That's come the bye week. That's when that narrative can shift if things are in the crapper.
The reason why I say week 6, if you look at week 6, if you look at those first 6 games, those are games that we have to win. We have to.
No, I agree with you.
We have to have because at that point, if we can't win those games, let's say we're 1 and 5, we're not going into the playoffs. 1 and 4,
okay, but
we're not going to the playoffs. The wheels are off, so the wheels could come off real easy.
So Saxman J. Will says, El Capitan, I feel like we've handed the keys to a Ferrari over to a student driver. The car is fully loaded, but but is the driver ready for the type of vehicle with bells and whistles? I mean,
look, there's only one way to find out.
That's exactly right. I'd rather hand, in this instance, give them the damn keys, bro. What am I gonna do? Handcuff them? No way.
At this point,
hearing about how he was been handcuffed up to this point. I don't want to hear that.
At this point, you better drive that bitch. If you wrap it around a tree, oh well.
Listen, it's a race too. Like you're not just driving it for a joyride. This is a race. Bring it on, Miss Fins here, and Paul. What's happening, Paul?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's happening, Miss Fins?
What up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Miss Fins.
Loud and clear.
Okay, listen. I don't like talking Dolphins. You can my time off. But
whoa! Paul, you got the Jake breaks going, brother?
I do love listening to you guys, anyways, and I love the show so far. But as far as what Vondo is saying, week 6, or you're saying week 10, first of all, while y'all were trying to look it up, I had already put in the chat. Week 10 was Cleveland, and the bye was 11. So pay attention to your chat, boys. And second,
I'm on my phone. I can't see the chat.
And second,
oh yeah, look, she's in here week by 11. You're right. I should be.
Listen, I say by the end of week 5 is when we're gonna tell, because, and I said this in my show too. In the first 5 weeks, we have all 3 division rivals: Jets, Patriots, and Bills. So that will determine who wins the division right then and there. I don't care what anybody tells.
Hey, guess what? What if they're 5-1 with wins? What if they're 5-1 coming out of those first 6 weeks?
Then we're winning the division.
It's done with mediocre quarterback play, and then Tua gets injured week 7. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm saying I need more time than the first 6 weeks. Because even by the bye week, we can make the assessment to that point. The season's lost.
But
this season's not lost. Is it Tua? Is it not?
But El Capitan, that's where the golf in Stafford. That's where the golf versus Stafford play come into mind.
Golf and Stafford play is more because about money too. Tua's not going to get the strike against him for money, the way golf did, true. Because it handcuffs the team. So, what were you going to say, Miss Fins?
No, to me, if we go 5-1 and it's crappy quarterback play, then sayonara Tua. I don't care if you do well in the rest of the team, because think about it. Those first 5 weeks, we don't only have all 3 division rivals. We also have 2 AFC. All 5 games are for the AFC. So at the end of the day, it will determine the playoffs. The playoffs for us to win the playoffs is not at the end of the year; is the beginning of the year. Those first 5 weeks are our playoffs. So
Because what is
wherever
it?
end up
AFC
happening,
East. It's AFC East and two
I can
AFC
give
North
pushback though,
teams.
guys. I can give some pushback on that though, because that's still early in the season. We've seen teams go from that point. We've seen teams go from that point and straight drop the ball afterwards. You've seen, like, okay, Arizona's a perfect example. They came out hot as heck and faltered.
Baltimore did the
towards
same
end.
thing, brother, last year.
Yeah, man.
Baltimore
See, that's what
did
I'm
the
saying.
same thing.
It's too early. Real quick, I want to throw it to Paul. Paul, what's up, man?
I don't know. Paul going up a hill, grabbing gears.
Yeah, Paul. What's going on, Paul? Can you hear us, Paul?
I don't think Paul can hear us over those Jake breaks.
I know, right?
yeah, I don't think he can hear us.
Paul must be driving through the mountains or something. It's all right. We're gonna keep him on. Maybe he'll get back in there in a second.
If no 5-1, 2 is not playing crappy because we got a tough start to the season. So if we go 5-1, 2 is doing what either he's playing amazing or he's doing enough to win. So we'll see what happens. We're giving 2 of this entire
breaking up BM. Having all kinds of technical difficulties around here. Look at nobody can argue with you guys. 2-0 on the fight back against.
Hey, when you're speaking facts, and you're speaking with the truth, then that's what you're gonna get. I'm just saying.
One day they will come for you. They will come for you when you speak the truth.
The reason why I'm saying it's the truth about us being the first 5 weeks being our playoffs is because of how much weight it's gonna have. If you think about it, those first 5 weeks last year, had we won the Colts game, that was for the playoffs. And
but in the same, but again,
before the season started,
say the Dolphins are in the first 6 games. Say they're 2-4, and Buffalo's 5-1, but Buffalo, their freaking quarterback goes down. Which, listen, Josh Allen going down. We haven't seen it yet, but this could be the year he does. Again, it's too early.
You just made me think
weeks.
about that. I was like, has he been?
It's too early in 6 weeks to make any assessment one way or the other, especially because Tua will be making a new, like, okay, I expect to see more running game earlier on from this team than Tua airing out. But by the end of the year, with all the stuff on film from the running game, that's when we'll start seeing this offense really get mixed up, and hopefully him start taking. It's kind of like a working up process, going on an constantly going up, so you don't plateau.
El Capitan, we say that, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I get it, but here's the thing: if he's worried, like for example, if he's talking about Twitter wars and Twitter's that, and keyboard wars and the media, y'all see, dude, if we go 1-4, people are going scorch earth. All right, they burning everything.
I don't know. I mean, if it's 1-4 and the 4
Twitter
losses
are going crazy at that point.
If the 4 losses are, we might go crazy. But if it's 31-32, losing the game and a heartbreaker and some stuff like that, ball bounces. Again, there's so much context.
I guess how you lose.
There's so much context early in football.
How you lose could play a game, could control the narrative as well. I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's facts.
That's why even at that point, like, okay, say we're losing by 1 point in shootouts and it's week 10 and we're 1-9. Well, I don't give a damn. Shootouts or not, bitches are out of here. You know what I'm saying? Stop losing.
No, Capitan, because the same thing happened last year in that 7-game losing streak. We lost heartbreakers. So I'm not trying to see the same thing this year too. But
they turned it around to winners. But guess what? Still lost your job, didn't you?
To winners for what? Because at the end of the game, those scales definitely did not tip in our favor. So I don't want to be in a situation that we have to be dealing with heartbreakers. It's let's go out and win by a touchdown. At least if you don't think that we can win by a touchdown every game minimum with Tyreek and Teron, then I'm not sure what we did is going to be good enough with who we have.
So, Thomas, I have the video up and loaded. I mean, I don't know. You guys want to look at Brian Baldinger breaking down Mike McDaniel's
Ooh, that's a
offense?
great video. It
You guys want to
really
watch
gives
that?
you in-depth
we could do that.
running scheme.
El Capitan,
now that I'm
about to
looking
drop
at it,
off. I'm about to drop off while you put the video. I'm gonna keep watching. But listen, I want
All
to
right.
thank you
Yeah,
for the past 2 days.
I'll keep watching.
For the past 2 days, having the tailgate run a little early so I could join and party with you guys. I truly appreciate that, brother.
No problem, homie. I've been,
All
I
right.
try to mix it up when I can. You feel me? But
For-
hey,
for
listen, if you
sure.
can tonight, it's a Saturday night. Ali's bringing the smoke, so expect it to get hairy. So if you can make it,
I'm gonna try to, but we have the other boys out there. They doing their sipping smoke Saturdays also. So, but
Oh yeah, word
listen,
up, word
I'm
up,
all
word
over.
up.
Wait, what time is Ali coming out tonight?
10.
Oh no, I'm there. Okay, bet. Because there's at
Yeah.
7:30. All right, what? I got
Yeah,
full
I'm
night
actually
of
gonna.
Dolphin
I'm
talk.
gonna. I'm
We on.
gonna break down this video and then I'm gonna close it up for the boys.
All right, for sure.
All right.
Well, Capitan, thank you for having me too. I appreciate it. You definitely caught me by surprise yesterday with that midday video. I was like, "What midday? What is this? You're messing with me." But I loved it. So keep pumping out great content, man. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
watch out, El Capitan elusive. Come at you out of nowhere. Watch out now.
Exactly. Well, take care. See you later.
See
Bye.
you, Miss Fins. All right, guys. Let's I mean, look, we'll go through it. I have seen this video, Thomas, because it's been out what now? Since it's been out a while. So but yeah, I will I'll break it down. Listen, I'm excited about what Mike McDaniel is going to bring. And I said it early on. You can go right after we hired him and made all those coaching hires and check the video where I was like, listen, the most important thing is breaking down this offense and everything like that. Robert, what's up, bud?
Hey, I missed part of what you guys were saying about the 5 games earlier.
So they were saying that by like game 6, we should know what we have into especially because of the gauntlet in the AFC we're going to go through, and that, we should know by then. I mean, it's almost like it means so much that early on that we should know where Tua's going to measure up. But I think it's going to take more time than that.
And I have one more counter argument to that too. Yeah, the
Go
AFC
ahead.
is nasty as all hell.
Hmm.
But there's going to be a lot of attrition within the conference. We aren't
Yeah,
two divisions playing each other.
And come week 7, as dire as it may be, we've seen narratives completely turn on their head in the NFL. You could go on a 10-game winning streak and then completely shit the bed and not get into the playoffs. We've seen it happen. Well, maybe not to that extent, but we've seen teams that we thought for sure. Arizona's a perfect example. Arizona early on was whipping everybody's ass, and they crumbled towards the end last year.
I mean, you're missing the obvious one. So there were 3 that occurred last year. Because
Baltimore's another one.
And then we had one too, but it's just in the reverse direction. We didn't make the playoffs. We turned around.
Yeah,
what we were doing.
but I mean, if we're being real, the Ravens were the only one with the highest expectations. Dolphins fans, although we expect to go to the playoffs, you're right. I mean, that was a weird season. Let's be real. Go on a losing streak to a winning streak like that. It's just not. It's crazy.
I'm not saying we had expectations of playoffs. I don't really want to make expectations right now because I don't know what the hell's going to happen. But I'm saying the turnarounds that I'm talking about, there were at least 3 very decisive turnarounds last year.
Robert, I gotta say, man, we have to make the playoffs this year, bro. And welcome Crypto and Thomas to the chat. We have to make the playoffs, Robert. If we don't make the playoffs, it's
playoffs a bust.
It's an epic failure.
No,
because we can't take fire.
We're not rebuilding.
Okay. Yeah, this ain't a rebuild. This is the add the pieces to get to the playoffs.
This is the continuation of the 2018 rebuild.
That's
from the teardown. This is year 4 of that.
I don't have an issue with it for this year. I didn't want to make that determination last year.
Go ahead, Thomas. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, El Capitan? Tone?
Yeah, I'm just, getting it in there. You know what it is.
Listen, I'm gonna make a prediction.
Let's predict it. Let's do it.
We're
Buddy.
going to start off the very first game of the season the same way the last game of the season was. We're going to ground and pound Belichick's ass, and then we're going to go right over the top on him. And it's going to be like the Ricky Ronnie show, okay? And we're going to put the rest of the league on notice when we stomp the Patriots in the first game and put the fear of God in all these defenses that are going to have to face us. I'm predicting it now. It's going to happen.
What about you? What do you say, Crypto?
Of course, you know I have a different take on how we going to beat teams, but I think it'll be different. If we don't win that game, we're going to struggle to win 5 games all season. No. It's going what I call the proverbial death spiral.
Thomas is saying we coming in hot, ready to rock, gonna whip that ass. We're gonna set the tone early.
Turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up. You can do it.
We're gonna stick it right up the genius's ass. Put it that way.
Yeah,
I hope so, because technically, I'm saying that game is do or die for the whole season. I'm gonna put it out there because there's way too many good teams we play right after that. That will be that's the death spiral game. If we don't win,
which game
the
was it?
Season's over. The Patriots.
Week the first 1. Game? Week 1?
The very
we don't
first
win the
week.
First game. The
season's over. Yep.
No. No way, bro.
Because that will be a representative of us going completely backwards, undoing basically what Flores started. He dominated the Patriots. You're going to come in and now tell me you're going to lose the opener right to them after he'd established dominance?
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
No way, bro. That the percentages don't line up. You could lose week 1 and still the season not be over, bro.
But in this case, it will be. I'm calling it.
It's not going to happen. There's no way.
Will I take it as a setback for us owning the Patriots and feel like shit? Will it piss me off?
Which
yes.
means the following
but it doesn't
week,
mean
you
over
got
week.
Baltimore coming in with a lot of confidence. You got the Bengals coming in and the Bills coming in. So that's not a good look for the following.
You're right.
That's the death spiral.
We lose that, and we get into that death spiral, and so we're going Patriots, Baltimore, Bengals, and Buffalo. We could be in 0-4. 0-4 come that.
That could
no
quickly, in the blink of an eye, become 0-4. If you
Boo!
No way, bro. That's what fans are going to be doing right there. Fans are going to be lining up like that.
Boo! Muck! Boo! Boo!
Have fun storming the castle.
Like straight up,
Kool-Aid.
They will. They will storm the castle if that happens.
That's gonna be bad. Bro.
That part is true. That will be bad. That will be storming the castle after week 1.
Come on, Crypto. You got to drink that Kool-Aid. That glass half full, not half empty, buddy.
It is. It's already full. I'm just saying we can't lose that game. I'm not saying we're going to lose that game. I'm just saying if we do, that's the death spiral. We don't wake up from that.
Game. I'm putting my
I'm putting this out there, bro. We go 0-4.
I think Miss Finn
it's
said
only
it
to
best.
Throttle everybody.
Yeah, Miss Finn said it best. We can't. This is the playoffs in the first half of the season. First 5 games is the playoffs for the Dolphins. I shrank it down to the first game is the playoffs for the Dolphins.
Wow.
I shrunk it down even further than Miss Finn's.
So pretty much.
Damn, Crypto.
We got one motherfucking chance, bro.
Damn!
So basically, we're one and done.
It's the Super Bowl. Week 1.
Well,
one and done.
It's the fucking Super
We're
Bowl,
one
bro.
and done on this one.
No, bro. No. It's gonna be terrible, bro. We better win that fucking game, Crypto. Holy shit! So listen, if we
so
look,
we're firing
you know
McDaniel after the first game, or what?
No, bro. Listen, first of all,
probably will.
we've taken the fact that beating the Patriots is our Super Bowl. It's our victory. We beat the Patriots twice. Enough of that. It's time to whip the shit out of everybody, bro. Let's go get it.
Yeah, we got to do it to everybody. We got to get that week 3 game. We got to be like the Steelers, but not out of result. When they start out 11-0 and then they finished 11-5, we don't need that to happen.
Listen, we lose week 1, it's not over.
They were.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Steve Stone Cold.
No, that was The Rock.
Was that The Rock? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Stone Cold. I didn't see it.
Yeah, man. We can't. No, week 1 loss. Look, if they follow up a week 1 loss with a week 2, 3 win, get some feedback off you, Mountie. You there, Mountie?
Tell you one thing, I smell what crypto's cooking. I don't like it.
You still what crypto's cooking? I know.
That's nasty.
Yeah, crypto. I don't need none of that, bro. I don't want to lose week 1 and be lost all season.
We're gonna be looking. Bro. We're gonna be doing draft previews after week 1 if we lose.
Oh no, bro!
We're gonna be previewing the 2023 draft.
No, dude, no. What's up, Mountie? Fucking the echo is killing me, bro. Mountie, the echo is killing me, bro. Drop back off, Mountie, and hop back in. Yeah, because the sometimes that happens, and you know.
Bummer. Huh? This is a bummer, man.
Dolphin fans after week 1, apparently, according to crypto, we're fucking done. We're fucking done. No. This will be us too.
Are you surprised at my tears, sir?
Oh, fucking A.
Strong men also cry. Strong men also cry.
Yep. Be strong men also crying.
They cry.
I'll tell you one thing. I couldn't imagine what this show would be like if we start off 0-4.
Oh,
I couldn't wait to hear Color what he's got to say.
Bro,
yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't wait to hear Color.
That's all predicated on how.
Actually, got us going 5-1 to start the season, but we won't be going if we lose that first one.
Yeah, dude. What's going on, Mountie?
What's up, y'all? How y'all?
Okay,
Hey.
the mic pretty good.
What's up?
Hey, everything's all good. I'm just waiting I'm patiently waiting for the season to start. You know, I'm a little impressed where Tua's showing a little bravado by.
I like it.
Yeah.
You know, he's putting the naysayers in check. You know,
He's
I'm
getting
sure
into it
his
with
confidence
Florio.
is growing.
Him and Florio getting a little banter going on back and back.
Yeah, so I'm good, but I'm also excited for Skylar Thompson. I think Greer has set us up, has put us in position to be successful from that position. Either way it goes.
Either way it goes, no. Yeah, I think he already drafted Tua's replacement if he flops.
Because to me,
he already been drafted.
To me, Skylar Thompson from the quarterback position is probably the steal of the draft.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of people sleeping on that. I think Greer and them did their homework on the kid, man. I think everybody talking about them 2 second-round picks next year. They don't need to use them. They've already drafted the replacement player.
Listen, not for nothing, but we have some good offensive minds in the building, and if they looked at Thompson and said, "Let's get this guy and coach him up," if you even what good organizations do, not just as a backup or a contingency plan or potentially the starter one day, but as some capital. If you turn that 7th rounder into a 2nd rounder in a draft one day because Tua works out and you can keep Tua and give him an extension, you could trade Skylar. Now you wheeling and dealing like a good organization. That's what the greats do, man. Now we're in a whole new kind of of action happening, and that's what they've allowed themselves.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good world. What's up, comrade? Pass the vodka.
There you go. Pepperoni, Tony.
That's right, guys.
I know.
I'm just listening to the fella chime in here.
What you got going on your solo layout? What is that? Is that Miami?
That's the new
I see?
Miami
That
skyline.
looks nice, bro. That's a
Good
cool
job.
picture.
Yeah, it's a nice picture.
That's a badass picture.
It's a Miami Vice style.
Right. It's the Miami Vice
I love the
style
colors.
I like.
I guess Ocean Drive.
That's why I rock the purple, bro. What you mean? I know what time it is. Give me that purple, orange, and aqua. I'm in it, bro. What you mean? Look at my whole background right now.
Yeah, you want that vodka.
I mean, listen, it
There
wouldn't
you
be
go.
the first vodka I had. So,
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
we really don't know what we can do with those first round picks because we don't know.
I'll tell you what I want to do with them. I'd rather be, taking, the best wide receiver, best running back, best whatever weapons to add more to the offense, add, secondary. So if we have both first round picks next year, I would like to see the first one, the highest one, go to the secondary, or clear cut edge rusher or something like that, or D line.
Tackle,
And then-
linebacker,
tackle. D line, tackle, edge rusher, or corner. And then my second first rounder, which I'm presuming is later, running back. Now we cooking with gas, boys. Now we cooking with gas. You know what I'm saying? How we getting it, bro? Now we getting it. I want some of that.
Well, it depends if Tua is the guy.
Well, of course. This is all predicated on Tua working out. This is the scenario. If not, I believe that they've positioned themselves with capital to pivot on that position. But let's not be there yet. Going back to what you said earlier, I think it was Mounty that said it. Tua came out with the bravado. He pretty much came out like,
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
just a little bit. He was kind of
Yeah,
out
The
there,
Rock.
collar, getting
Do you guys
into
re-
it.
Tua came,
Do you guys remember when The
came
Rock
back with
used
a
to
little
say,
pushback. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mounty. Yeah, Mounty. A little bit of pushback.
Hey, Capitan, you think McDaniel had a talk with Tua and said, "Hey, start, being yourself. Take that, don't be a turtle your whole life. Come out of that
So-
shell a little bit."
I honestly, I hope not. I
Couldn't.
hope Tua feels comfortable enough to do this on his own volition, honestly, because that would really set the tone for what it is. Now, if McDaniel had to come to him and say, "Listen, you can be a little bit more," then what kind of damage was done to the young man at that point? You know what I'm saying? If this is the way they got to draw the kid out, which that.
Well,
Go
let
ahead.
me put it this
Yeah.
way: do you think that he's feeling more comfortable to start talking like that because McDaniel's there now?
1,000,000%. I mean, look at the case in
Yeah.
point. We've
McDaniel's
never
character
seen-
alone draws that out.
We've seen
McDaniel,
him
how
act
he
different.
acts.
Look out!
Yeah.
Look out! Tua is acting. Tua didn't act like that last year.
I think McDaniel's gives Tua the respect he deserves. Well, the respect he deserves, I guess, to a point, and he gives him room for error. I mean, he's not a perfectionist, so he's not demanding perfection right now. So he's giving him room to grow.
Yeah.
So he doesn't feel as anxious that he can't fuck up.
Yeah,
I agree 100% on that. 100%. I think he's gonna be picking a guy and let it fly now, and not worried about looking at one guy that's getting telling him where to throw it to. A lot of that was going on.
Just by
don't make the
nature of the
mistake.
offense,
Yeah, and
just by the nature of the offense, the ball's going to get spread around.
Well, I hope it's
Well,
more
they should.
called and planned to spread it around. Is my point. You know what I'm saying? And by what Tua's saying, well, what's implied and what's said with Tua's words, and again, anyone can twist somebody's words, especially in print. I don't want to say I can't believe it, but man, oh man, I can't believe the Dolphins allowed it to get to the point where this narrative, true or not true, is dictating the success of what Tua's going to have this year coming up, because to me, that's gonna hurt the accomplishments he does get. Because if Tua comes out and starts balling, if by week 10, where I've put my measurement, I see a Tua that I believe in for the future wholeheartedly, and no one can argue it, they're going to say, well, this we could have got last year because Flores wasn't around, rather than, hey, Mike McDaniel came in and gave a lot of stuff for Tua, and the team did a lot of good for him. And then also how much work he's done for himself in getting to this point to be the best he could be. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you don't want to take away the accolades he's going to earn for himself, you know? So
no question. The last 2 off seasons, he's worked hard these last 2 off seasons to get himself
back from a bad injury, Thomas.
Yeah.
That's a bad injury.
No, yeah.
So
Hey,
guys, listen, let's do some quick final thoughts, because I'm rounding on 3 hours. But before we do, make sure everybody is hitting the like button and subscribing to the network and checking out all the great content that we have here on the network, TFTG style. Talk Sevens, TMI Tuesdays, live around 9 on Tuesdays. You can catch him there doing some different kinds of sports talk. Gets crazy. And then late night color commentary. Everybody love color. We already know what time it is. Color being that muh. And then tonight, in just a few hours, late night exhale with Ali at 10. Everybody, I expect to see everybody back here bringing the smoke Saturdays. We are going to allow it to happen. Put it that way. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and any surprise time you can catch me, El Capitan, as you guys know. Cash App, Venmo, Fanatics, our stuff. Links are in the description. Help support the channel. We would much oblige. Hit the like button. Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Come over to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. And lick that like button. Just give it a little lick for it, brother. All right. So let's start with you, Thomas. Well, everybody, let's just come to a unanimous conclusion. We won't do so much final thoughts as to we'll see you guys later thoughts, because Ali's going to be on in freaking 2 hours. So come
Ali the Persian.
Ali the Persian, when he brings up bring the smoke, we know that this dissension in infighting in the fan base, and EM alluded to it in chat earlier, and so is everybody, that we can't do this whole fighting amongst each other, because we can't go to the extent that some of the fans are on both sides. So I don't want to call names or point fingers or anything like that, but trying to kick people out of the fan base, trying to cancel people, trying to run people, like, bro, grow the fuck up. Like, to me, when you're that way, you really need to get punched in the mouth, because this ain't real. That's
get
real.
out the way.
I'm saying, right? Like, if you're out here trying to just ruin people's fun time and shit, you're a fucking asshole, bro. Like, there's a troll, and even that I can appreciate. Like, dude, everybody knows Scummy. Okay, Tua is trash too. Like, they come in, they troll at it sometimes, but there's intelligence too. They're not out here trying to run someone into the dirt and kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even you trolls that go from network to show to network and troll along, I get you. But we're not into the business of losing Dolphin fans, people. We're not into cutting out our blood and our family. And that shit's got to fucking stop, boys. It's got to stop. On both sides, on all social medias, it ain't cool. It's got to stop. What do you guys think? We'll start with you, Thomas.
I agree.
I have no idea. I haven't been in the loop. I haven't for a couple weeks now. I haven't really been paying attention to anybody, listening to anybody. So I'm a little out of.
Well,
the loop,
Thomas, you know how it's been in this.
Behind the scenes, I need to find out what's going on.
Well, it's not behind the scenes. It's you can go on Twitter and social medias. You see how they act, bro.
Oh, I don't go on any of that.
Well, okay, Thomas. You know what? And that's why we love you, Thomas, because it's there's never an ounce of anything other than just love for the Dolphins, brother. And you hear it so objectively. And as somebody who's heard it that way and looked at it that way myself, only now, because I'm a YouTube guy, because I'm on social media, and I've only been on all this shit for going on 7 months. Okay, I never had a Twitter. I got a lot of Twitter followers. I got a lot of, we're getting subscribers. We're over 1,300. Got lots of people. And I expected some backlash one way or the other. But I never expected us to be eating our own like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Never expected us to be gatekeeping each other like that, trying to figure out ways to get people to not be Dolphin fans. What the fuck, bro? That's
that's a bit ridiculous.
Like, damn, bro. Crypto,
that sounds like Alabama fans to me doing that.
Really? Wow, man. I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe it.
You said
That's
Alabama fans?
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of that would try to split the fan base like that. These two Alabama fans.
Yeah, I think we all know where it comes from. It's a polarizing figure in Tua. And look, young fans come in, they don't know the struggles of the older fans. And us older fans, we can't be so hard on the younger fans that are lock, stock, and barrel for anything and everything that they're sold. And get mad at them and say, hey, stupid, da-da-da-da. That don't help the conversation. Let them find out on their own through the decades of heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Again, the older fans shouldn't be trying to kick out the new ones who are so optimistic and have, blinders on when it comes to the fan base and everything. And younger fans, don't be out here looking for scowled older fans that, Dolphins, like, let that guy be. He's got a fucking hard life, obviously, all right? You don't need to be the younger person following him all over the place and trying to take him off social media and taking away the one thing he probably does have is the fucking Dolphins. Like, what? Oh, you're a big fucking man now. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the shit I mean.
Yeah, I'm an old dude that's been with the Dolphins forever, but I respect the new fans. They're very passionate.
I know, I like it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see us eat our own, man. Crypto.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's some shenanigans.
Hey, before I go, I just think that once Tua balls out, then all this, dog eat dog wanting to cancel each other out, it's all good. That's all going to go by the wayside once Tua starts balling out. It'll all go away.
Yes. At least 99.99% of it. Yep.
Yeah.
No.
That would be the year.
All right.
Winning cures all. Winning cures all.
All right,
Correct.
Thomas. We'll see you in a few hours for Elite, buddy.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Later, brother. Crypto. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
good one, Capitan.
It's not worth us fighting amongst each other because we're stronger, not divided. Unity, bro. Like, it's just not, doesn't work like that, bro.
Yeah, man. That's exactly. I 100%. Like I was, I finally got that darn freaking faucet handle off my shower handle. Did Batman tell you? It took me damn near 24 hours to get the thing off. I had to saw it off.
What shower
I
handle?
had to take my shower handle in my bathroom.
What was it? A copper?
No, it was the cartridge that went bad. So I had to get the handle off to get to the cartridge. So I couldn't remove the freaking handle because the hex screw inside of it got stripped and rounded out.
Oh, they've got these screw tip bits that you like burrow it out with, and it like grabs onto the edge.
Yeah, it's like supposed to bite it.
Yeah.
But that thing was so stuck in there, I broke 2 drill bits doing it.
Damn.
Including that one.
No shit.
Yeah, it was that strong and stuck in there.
Damn, bro, done gave you the gears, huh? Jesus.
Yeah. I broke a drill bit trying to drill it out in the original extractor that you're talking about. But the titanium drill bit is the only one survived. But that wouldn't go all the way through the broken drill bits that I had in there. So I just had to saw it off. And so I had the guy come saw it off with a power hacksaw.
Goodness gracious, bro.
And even that took a while to get through. That thing is tough as nails. Wow. That's like the world's strongest shower handle. I kid you not.
I've had that before, man. I've had that before. Well, Crypto, are you coming over to Saturday for Bring the Smoke? You better be ready for it because Ali's coming with it. So we'll see you in like 2 hours.
Yeah. Yep. That's cool. Yep. We're gonna come over. We're gonna all hash it out.
Yeah, I think Ali's coming extra. He's gonna. I can't wait. I'm excited. So, all right, I'll see you, Crypto. We'll see you in a couple hours, buddy. Later. We'll go to you, Mr. Hankey.
Yeah. There's not really too much more I can say. I just listen in. I mean, the season's going to start very soon. Training camp will. I'm just keen to see what we have in Tua. He's got to prove some more stuff, and there's nothing like I'd love more than to have a franchise quarterback that's already on our team.
Yeah, and I mean, but real quick, you're enjoying a little bit of Tua coming out of his shell a little bit, though. You know what I'm saying? You know,
he appears healthy. That's good.
Talking about more of his like how he just acted in that interview, calling it out just a little bit more as the video earlier, Rich Eisen said, salty Tua.
I just care what he does on the field. That's all.
You're not playing the game, man. You're supposed to see Tua coming out.
My shoulder that I'm sure somebody spit in. I just would like to say to all of you, kiss my ass, you rotten mother. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go home and put some water in Buck Nasty's mama's dish. Good.
That's what we want. That's what I want from
Chris,
Yeah.
You just talked about new fans, old fans. Okay, I'm 36 years old. Last time Miami Dolphins won a playoff game, I was a horny 16-year-old. It's been too fucking long. I'm jaded. I'm bored.
I'm 36 as well. I'll be 37 at the end of this year.
I'm jaded. I'm bored. I'm frustrated. I'm sick and tired. I want a fucking winner. Get the season on. I want a winner.
That's why I'm here, dog. I'm not going to let you be bored no more.
I know, Chris.
I got you, dog. I got you,
brother.
bro.
It's just been so long.
I know.
It's so long.
I
mean, think about it. 16 years old.
I know, bro. I know. Don't tell. Where I'm like, oh yeah, we're winning the Super Bowl this year. I know what you're saying.
Don't you wish you could be 16 again,
bro? I mean, that's when I was playing football. You know, in my head, I was Zach Thomas out there. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking taking people's heads off.
I feel like an old man now. I really do.
Nah, I don't feel that old, bro. What you talking about? The reason I sound or look that old is because I just told you. I could say whatever. All right, Jordan. We'll see you later. Come by for Bring the Smoke, bro.
Yeah.
Manny, what's good, Dow?
Chilling. I just think I'm anxious for the season to start to see how we can pull this all together. I'm anxious to see how Mike McDaniel's coaching styles equates to the play of how we play.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be everything starts at the top. You know, they're just chess pieces, but he's the orchestrator. He's the chess master, so he's got to put it all together. But, I mean, at least from what I can tell, everybody should do well in this scheme, you know, because it emphasizes movement, a lot of trapping and, you know, constant movement and and spreading the ball around. So Tua should not, and I think that comes with a great deal of relief for him because he's not going to be counted on to make a lot of big plays because he's got playmakers around him.
Yeah, and Mountie, I think we also look, I'm not going to say, look, I want to see Tua sling it all over the play. What I want to see is when the opportunity presents itself that the safety creeps down and he recognizes pre-snap or goes through his progressions and takes a big shot and just cuts the throat out of somebody. And not just anybody, like a really good team, you know, does it to the Bills, something like that, something to then allow everyone on one side to say, yes, I knew it, and the other side to say, you know, breathe a sigh of relief. Yes, a full endorsement so this unity I'm trying to get will have a lot more foundation. But what we need to make sure is that people aren't trying to run motherfuckers out, dog. We can't have that.
Yeah, look, I think I like Mike McDaniel's so far because he's got a colorful personality. And
he's definitely fun. He's definitely fun.
he's make things light, and people. He's fun to be around. I'm sure he's fun to be around, at least from what I hear on players on Twitter and stuff like that. So, we just see how it equates to game day. We already know our defenses should be pretty solid.
Legit D.
Yeah. So, but I would caution everybody. Let's not put the cart before the horse, because for one, look, we don't have pads on yet. We're not full speed yet. So it's, I'm going to reserve my flowers until Tua earns them. When we get pads on, when it's game-like, then we'll see, how we do.
Yeah, for sure, Mountie. All right, Mountie, make sure you come back in like an hour and 45 minutes for Bring the Smoke Saturday with Ali on Late Night XL.
All right, man.
All right, Mountie, take it easy, brother. So, guys, impromptu, off the cuff, we'll get that Hassam interview in hopefully Friday. I think Hassam and I are going to figure it out on Friday. But make sure on your way out, everybody is hitting the like button, subscribing to the show, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Come over to YouTube, subscribe over here on YouTube. And, as far as Thomas with that video from Mike McDaniel and the breakdown, I'll do that. I'll do that on Sunday or something. Okay. I'll go through it. I know what video you're talking about now, because that's an old video. But yeah, I'll definitely break it down. We could all go through it. Listen, I'm about it. I'm about doing that and going through and showing those parts and things like that. I'm game. So we could do that. Everybody make sure to hit the like button and come back and check out Ali for Late Night XL, and we'll see you guys later.